an impossibility with the way these two guys play and the numbers that they're able to put up.
There's a save made, and speaking of Jake Walman, he signed a big deal. Deadline with an injured ankle, then re-injured it, able to go in the playoffs. There's a shot from Appleton, especially with Kane unable to go to get him back. He had the winning goal here versus Toronto, and injured at Toronto on Monday, right in, puck loose and got cleared away.
What a great chance this is early in a hockey game. Broken play off of an Oilers skate right to Andrew Kopp. He's alone. He tried to go 5-hole.
Evan Bouchard to pick it up. He's really struggled early on this season, but a good young defenseman. The turnover has been his issue. There's a good save off Ekholm, his defense partner. Draisaitl, he got knocked down at center ice by Larkin, who finds Finney on the wing. Finney with a shot, and that'll be gloved by Stuart Skinner. Will hang on. I'll say to that, the winged wheel has discovered its axle. There's a shot from DeBrincat, got handled by Skinner. And a bright future with the Wings, they hope. And a save there by the goaltender currently. A save by John Gibson. The Oilers with at least 1 point in 7 consecutive against Detroit. And they won the last 3 in this building. Franzik Nygaard with a good move in tight and a nice save off DeBrincat in search of his first goal of the season. Again for a second time. And Carolina.
Look at this.
Berggren on the left wing, cuts to the goal. Didn't have much to shoot at, and a save made, and Skinner kept it moving.
Well, Berggren sure could have used a goal there. He's had trouble taking advantage of the time he's in the lineup, but something like that could really catapult you into another game real quickly.
Kulak's pass deflected in by Isaac Howard. Ben Sherratt onto his backhand, tipped by Kopp. Van Riemsdyk up there along with Stetcher. Van Riemsdyk, Rasmussen, and he fanned on a bouncing puck in front. And another shot in by Kopp, who's had 2 chances.
Look at that pressure.
And then he got knocked down by Sherratt. Gloved, and look at a face-off in the Oilers zone with 12 seconds to go in the period. Played it up the wall for Kapanen. On it, though, is Kopp. Escapes a hit. Looks to center. He does. Loose. Backhand shot. Played it up the wall for Kapanen. On it, though, is Kopp. Escapes a hit. Looks to center. He does. Loose. Backhand shot. Van Riemsdyk still injured. Unable to go for, well, maybe into late next month. There's a shot from Bouchard. Deflected. Came off the backboards right in front of the net. And Gibson able to stop that one. Edmonton got support over there from Kasper. DeBrincat shot. Oh, that seemed to surprise Skinner, but he made the save. Albert Johansson turning with it. Sent one to the middle in a bit of a hope play and grabbed there by Isaac Howard. Into Red Wing territory. Doug Armstrong, Jim Nill and company. The Oilers with plenty of Canadians on their roster to look at. Kicked at here by Raymond. Now Sider. And gobbled up and no rebound as Skinner holds on. 12 of the next 16 are against non-playoff teams. But that's where the Red Wings have to rise even more because you don't take anybody lightly. Scores! What a shot! Dylan Larkin off a one-timer from Ben Sherratt, and it's 1-0.
This is almost like Draisaitl. Larkin wins the draw, goes to the slot, and this is really an awkward play to make. Boy, oh boy, it's very awkward, and to be able to pull it off, look at the pass by Sherratt. It's got to be over the stick and right on the ice. As it hit the ice, it hit the stick of Larkin, the blade.
Draisaitl down low, back for McDavid. Across, there's that shot from Bouchard, handled by Gibson. Back to Bouchard. Draisaitl, Bouchard, there's that shot. Big save there by John Gibson. 2 Oilers are back. That gets fed in. Comes to Larkin. Plays one back to the line for Bernard Docker. Finney in front. Bruce Butt. He scores! Emmett Finney with number 1! And it's 2-0.
I'll be darned.
got some puck retrievals going on early this season. Emmett Finney's got his first.
A strange play, the puck. This is the end of the play. I mean, a nice rebound. There's not much the goaltender could do about that. Puck was tipped on the way to him. But the dump in and the pressure by Detroit, we'll get a chance to look at that. Finney gets loose from the two defensemen right in the middle. Makes no mistake.
And he's put on about 20 pounds since then, too. 2-0. Scores, they get it right back. 2-1 game with 7:35 to go in period 2.
Well, Edmonton with some goes to the front of the net, and that's been a complaint they've had. Boy, this baby's going to change direction big time, and your goaltender can only hope it hits him. It doesn't, and we have a one-shot game, but to the front of the net they go.
Great tip.
Nicely done.
David, his pass back for Draisaitl didn't work, and out the center it comes.
Ooh.
And then knocked away by Finney. Finney drives the net, backhand shot, and then he drove Skinner right into the net. Roslovic goes after it now on the far side. Able to get it to the line. Emberson got it through. Comes
Look
back
out
in
here.
the middle, too good a chance and a
my.
good save. Fortuitous bounce there for Detroit. Finney in the middle to Larkin. Larkin driven wide by Frederick, put on the brakes onto his forehand now. Larkin toward the goal.
Oh!
Scores!
Oh, boy.
A seeing eye shot, and it's 3-1.
Boy, oh boy. You're living right when these go in. Wow. He just turns around and lets it go. Does it go off an Oilers defenseman? No. Well, it went off the left skate, I think, of Ekholm. And Finney had his stick right there. I wonder if he got a piece of it. They'll have to replay that a couple of times. Nonetheless, huge goal for Detroit inside.
And again, the longest stretch to start a season without a goal, but he's got the points. Here comes DeBrincat, and he also doesn't have a goal yet. He has 6 assists. That went off McDavid's stick, couldn't corral it. Larkin able to knock it out of the air. He's got 2, and off the goal post. That close to a hat trick, and one hat hit the ice.
Larkin
Clearly
oh,
post.
Snap. Oh boy.
And then you'll watch when you'll see this one here, the post, and here comes the lone hat. Puck in the Red Wing zone, McDavid. He's on it. High slot, Ekholm. Feeds off Kulak. They score, Draisaitl. What a pass. His 17th goal on John Gibson. The most Gibson has surrendered to any player in his career. Leon Draisaitl's done it again.
Once again, that's that left-hand shot on the right side. Edmonton with their pressure is able to create possession, and oh boy. Slam dunk for Draisaitl.
Great pass by Kulak.
Yep.
So Leon Draisaitl has good play by Van Riemsdyk to Rasmussen. Stetcher coming back. Rasmussen to the goal. Stetcher took him out. Loose puck. Van Riemsdyk on that. Laid in behind by Kopp. In for Draisaitl. Knocked away from McDavid. Here comes Finney, the speedster. Finney in on goal, and a save made Skinner. Behind Berggren. Now it's in behind the goal. Van Riemsdyk centering one. Berggren on it. Taken away by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Ahead for Stetcher. On it there is Matthias Ekholm. Into the slot. Knocked down by Larkin. That gets cleared ahead. An empty net for Finney. Finney goes for it. Toward the empty goal. He scores!
Oh my
Emmett
goodness.
Finney's got 2. The Red Wings up by 2.
Boy, I'll tell you what, shot. And Emmett Finney with a roller gets his second of the night. Oh my goodness. What a homestand this has been for the Red Wing. Well, we know he's a diesel engine, and boy, he's had a maintenance day yesterday, no practice. And boy, oh boy, this one's going to
10
end.
points for him in a
Unbelievable.
6-game point streak for the Red Wings captain. And yes, the crowd standing
Kenny Marouk, our buddy there. And since it's alumni weekend, why not mention Dennis and Tom? If
Benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Il s'est porté la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is OilCountry. McDavid, now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the last game of the road trip. The Oilers take on the Senators. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannum. We're the Oilers Radio Network, and our starting lineup. It's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Leon Draisaitl and Adam Henrique playing his 1,000th NHL game. Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard, they're on defense. Stuart Skinner starts in goal. For the Senators, Shane Pinto with Mike Amadio and Claude Giroux. On defense, Jake Sanderson and Artem Zub. In goal, Linus Ullmark. The referees, John McIsaac and Michael Markovich. It'll be Michel Cormier and Julien Fournier on the lines as we get set to go. Here at the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario, the Edmonton Oilers and the Ottawa Senators. Oilers have dropped 3 straight. And off the draw, it goes to Ekholm, and he'll blast it into Senator territory. Sanderson in behind his net, will not get it past McDavid. Top of the circle to the blue line, gets between the D. Oilers have to regroup. Amadio, though, knocks it away from Bouchard. He'll come down the left wing. His pass in front of the net, broken up by Matthias Ekholm. Near the blue line, McDavid out with it. Into the Ottawa end, stops up to Draisaitl. Now to Henrique, the shot, and the save by Ullmark. Is Adam Henrique with the offering off the left wing. Nurse will keep it in on the right wing point. That rims to the right side. Walman unable to keep it in, went off of Amadio. Walman playing in his first game of the season.
Be interesting to see how he performs tonight. He's not played since the first preseason game.
Walman waits in behind the Edmonton goal. Long pass for Roslovic. That doesn't connect. Nugent Hopkins back into his own end. Across to Jake Walman. Off the left wing glass and out. Shabbat back forward for Ottawa. Give it to Dylan Cousins. Right wing to Jensen. Through the neutral zone it goes. Kulak inside his own blue line. Up the right wing. Off the stick of Roslovic. And the puck hits center ice. Stützle on the left wing to Dylan Cousins, skating towards the Edmonton goal, forced into the left wing corner. His centering pass goes through the slot all the way to the right point, and it comes out. Nicholas Matanpalo with the puck at his own blue line. Give it to Shabbat. To Matanpalo, will take it in behind his net. So we're a minute 45 gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers take on the Senators. Left wing corner. Clevin will get it to the line, and it was back in on the offside. Edmonton offside. Well, Adam Henry, game 1,000 for him. Guys all had the Rico 1,000 shirts going at the morning skate today in the
lot of
kind of a NASCAR look. Yeah. Yes.
With the Red Bull sponsorship on the back.
They had it all going today. It was a good look. It was a good vibe, too. And convenient enough that he's in his home province of Ontario for it, as the puck shot into the Ottawa zone.
Massive entourage here, not surprisingly.
Not surprisingly. Side his own end. Matt and Paolo up to the top of the circle and getting it out. Nick Cousins. And there's a glove pass in the neutral zone. Perron to Cousins, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off, although Perron getting into it a bit here after the whistle.
Well, David,
tied up with Frederick.
David Perron's had a great NHL career, and part of it is because he takes no crap out on the ice. I mean, he's not the biggest guy, but he's got a little bit of agitation in his personality. He's 1,180 games for the 26th overall pick in the 2007 draft. Drafted as a 19-year-old. Of course, he played over 100 games with the Oilers. Had a pretty good season. Yeah. And then got traded and scored 28 goals. And Perron's continuing the conversation. They did pick up Curtis McDermott in a trade after they thought they got pushed around a bit. Zach McEwen got ragdolled by a guy that we're going to see on Thursday night from the Montreal Canadiens, Arbor Jack guy. But they did not dress McDermott, going with a little bit quicker lineup tonight.
Going to move that face off to center ice. All right. Lars Eller will take the draw against Noah Philp. And Jensen at his own blue line for the Senators. On the right wing. Gave it to Zetterlund. He'll flip it in. Walman's going to wheel in behind the net. Get away from Lixell, and the puck goes to the Edmonton blue line, but that's it. Now Savoy to Walman. Walman to Savoy into the Ottawa and spun around by Jensen. Loose puck to Philp. He'll center it. Save made by Allmark off of Frederick as he had the opportunity. And that pass coming across from Philp.
I think Frederick's got to find that puck there. Good quick play by Noah Philp, who's not hurt himself with how he's performed for the Oilers when he's been in.
Lixell in behind the Edmonton goal. We're scoreless in the first. Out to the middle. Eller shot, and that one was blocked in front of the net. Draisaitl will get it out. His pass up the right wing is blocked, but he skates towards it. And it's at the Edmonton blue line for Evan Bouchard. Just over 3 minutes gone here. Scoreless first period. Puck shot in by Ekholm on the right wing. Draisaitl to the right wing corner. Connor McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard has shot, and that one off a stick or off a skate in front of the net. Puck goes in front of the net. McDavid shot, and a save made by Allmark. And the puck cleared out.
Well, Allmark's sharp because the Oilers have already got as many shots in the first 3 minutes of this game as they had all first period against Detroit.
At his own blue line is Bouchard to McDavid. Right wing, Draisaitl. Cross to Podkolzin. He's into the Ottawa zone on the left wing. To the left wing point for Ekholm. Down that left side. Comes back to Ekholm. Couldn't get it through to the net. Sanderson will get it out. Right wing to Amadio. He'll softly dump it in. Kulak will go in behind the goal. Stop back there. Kulak still with it. Slides over to the right side. Snaps a long pass that goes off the stick of Clevin. It's in behind the Ottawa net. Clevin rims it up the right wing. Batherson to Dylan Cousins to Batherson. That is offside at the Edmonton blue line. 4 minutes, 19 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period, but the Oilers have had a couple of pretty good opportunities. And Allmark's been sharp. 18 saves and a 5-4 loss versus the Islanders on Saturday. That was his last game for Allmark. The last game for the Senators is they're 2-4-0 coming into this one against the 2-3-1 Edmonton Oilers. The right wing, Roslovic will dump it in on the backhand. There's Jensen behind the net. Reverses. Shabbat up the left wing. Puck to Stützle, cross ice. for Jensen on the right side. He'll throw it in, cross corner. Emberson up against the boards with Stutzla. The puck poked in behind the net. Kulak on the left wing, but couldn't get it to Roslovic. Broken up by Jensen, who had stepped down and anticipated that pass. There on top of the circle, Roslovic to the middle of the ice for Emberson. In over the Ottawa line. Right wing to Majapani, but it goes just beyond his stick. And Dylan Cousins on the right wing to Batherson, out to center ice to Stutzla. Now across to Shabbat, the pass a little bit behind him. Batherson will bring it in on the left wing. That's hacked away from him. And at his own blue line, as Roslovic will slow it up and give it to Kulak. Kulak to Nurse. Nurse up the right wing, just to the Ottawa line. Matt and Paolo through the middle. It's deflected in. Skinner's got to play it. A little backhand up the right side. It'll go to the blue line. The shot by Clevin. He put it wide of the net. On the right wing point, Matt and Paolo kept it in. Rolls in front of the Edmonton goal. Kulak through the middle for Tomashek. Now to Henrique. Into the Ottawa zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Puck goes over to the right wing boards. Perron up the right side. Throw it across to Matt and Paolo up the left wing. Just off of Ridley Gregg. And at his own blue line, Matt and Paolo to Clevin. On the right wing. Gave the puck to Nick Cousins at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Philp on the right wing in his own zone. Through the middle to Savoy. On the backhand to the left wing corner it goes in the Ottawa end. Jensen on the end boards. He's being pressured on the play. Good job by Savoy to get a loose puck. Trying to get it to the point and is just broken up. And Zetterlund will get it out. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. We've played 6.5 of the opening period. Ekholm behind the Edmonton net. Right wing to Bouchard. He got it out. In the neutral zone, Philp to Ekholm to Bouchard. Through the middle, too far for Savoy. He'll get after it, won't be icing. Savoy to the left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right wing for Philp. In from the right wing point is Ekholm. Goes up against Bouchard will stop him behind the goal. Steps out through the middle to Draisaitl. A little move. Comes in over the Ottawa line. Stops on the right wing. Into the corner to Podkolzin. Back to Draisaitl. Wanted to get that down low. Zoop broke it up. Through the middle, gets it out. Now to Pinto. Leads the Senators with 7 goals. He scored in 3 straight. Shoots it on net. Glove saved by Skinner. And we get the whistle. We played 7 minutes and 26 seconds of a scoreless first period. We'll be right back from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario. Oilers and Senators scoreless. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Ford of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers are bringing back Ford Drills and Skills. Tell us how your child's minor hockey team gives back to the community, and they could win a once-in-a-lifetime chance to train like the pros at Rogers Place. Plus, register by October 31st for a chance to win tickets to the Oilers Skills Competition. Don't miss out. Register your child's team today at FordDrillsandSkills.ca. Open to minor hockey teams in Edmonton and area.
Are you waiting for surgery? Are you suffering from arthritis and need a knee replacement or have an injury to your knee, shoulder, hand, back, or ankle? Cambie Surgery can help. Go where the pros go. Cambie Surgery Center, Vancouver, BC. Fly in and fly out. Experts in orthopedic and sports injuries and their surgeons are chosen by elite and professional athletes. Visit CambieSurgery.com. CAMBIE Surgery.com. You don't need to be a pro to be treated like one.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Oilers and Senators scoreless in the first. The Oilers Kids with Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. Play now for a chance to win 30 early bird prizes, including 25 chances at Oilers tickets, a signed McDavid jersey, $5,000 cash, and much more. Get your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Dylan Cousins down the left wing, a backhand off the stick of Jake Walman. It goes to the right point. Zuba shot. That's blocked in front of the net. Penalty coming up to the Oilers. 7 minutes, 41 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period. And Edmonton about to be shorthanded. Nurse is going to the box.
They got a good power play, Cam. They're 25%, 7th in the league.
Cross-check the call against Darnell Nurse.
And the Oilers' penalty killing's 13th in the league at 82.6.
That penalty kill is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Skinner, 20 saves in that 4-2 loss at Detroit on Sunday, his last game. But 5-1-0 in his career against the Senators. Off the draw, comes across, Stützle, shot! Nice block there by Savoy. And Ekholm will get it up and out and down the ice. Matt Savoy with a solid block right off the faceoff. Sanderson through the middle, left wing. Gave the puck to Greg. Or to cross, it'll go to the line, it comes out. Short-handed breakaway, Mangiapane, he's in. The backhand just wide of the net. May have got a piece of Ullmark.
He fanned on it. We got to shoot the puck there. Got to shoot the puck.
Chance shorthanded for the Oilers. We're still scoreless here on the first. Anderson in over the blue line to Greg. He lost it, and that is chopped out of the zone and out by Emberson. Center ice, Stützle up the right wing to the middle to Giroux off the right wing boards, got it himself. Tries the left side, and Draisaitl there for the Oilers on the backhand, up in the air and all the way down. Penalty over in 51 seconds. So almost 9 minutes into a scoreless first. The Oilers take on the Senators. Giroux in over the line to Shabbat, left wing corner. Round to the right side. Zetterlund, top of the circle. Right wing corner to Giroux. Giroux up to the blue line. From the left to Shabbat. Into the left wing corner. Perron to the end boards. Breaking things up is Bouchard. Will give it to McDavid. He'll get it out. Finds Draisaitl into the Ottawa zone. Stops his pass in front. Put on net by McDavid. Saved by Ullmark. Another good chance shorthanded for Edmonton. Zetterlund into the Oilers zone. A little backhand that goes way wide over to the right wing. Giroux had to go off his stick. Kulak skate in front of his net. On the backhand, clears it out. Penalty is over. And the Senators are 0 for 1 on the power play. Clevin, right wing. Stützle, center ice. Left side to Batherson. He's into the Oilers zone up near the blue line. Played it around to the right. Clevin in from the right wing point. Left wing corner to Stützle. Stützle goes in behind the Edmonton net to the right. All the way to the point. Matt and Paolo on the right wing to the line. The pass for Clevin missed him, and it goes all the way down. Clevin in behind his net for the Senators. Forced out of there by McDavid on the left wing. Missed Nick Cousins with it. Goes into the Oilers zone, so Bouchard behind the net.
Bit of a late call there on Bouchard on the icing.
McDavid to Ekholm. To Podkolzin into the Ottawa end. His cross-ice pass broken up. Nick Cousins down the right wing. He's got Pinto with him. The shot and a blocker. Save made by Skinner. Cousins with the chance down the right wing. The puck cleared out.
But Colson forced the pass. He's playing with McDavid and Draisaitl. You got to give it up early if you're going to move it.
Ekholm on the left wing. Lifts it up and out. Sanderson. Over to the right wing to Pinto. Shoots it in, but it was knocked down by Ekholm. He can clear it again. Jensen into his own end for the Senators. Goes in behind the net. 8:49 to go in a scoreless first. Jensen. Long pass through the middle off of Zetterlund into the Edmonton zone. As Walman goes into the corner. As they battle, try to get it free. Eller will poke it to the side of the net. Now he's in behind it. Over to the right wing. Jensen in from the blue line. That gets cleared out. And Shabbat's got to go after it in his own zone. Goes in behind the net, drops it off. Zetterlund. Pass in front of his goal across to Jensen. Now out to center ice. Licksell on the left wing will take a hit, but he'll dump the puck in. It's in the right wing corner. Perron along the boards for Ottawa. Breaking up the cycle was Philp. Cross to Walman. Off the boards and out. And the puck at center. It's back to Walman. Across to Nurse. Nurse up the left wing to center. Frederick looking for it. Instead, Matt and Powell will come into the Oilers zone, go in behind the goal. Getting to it first, though. Nurse around the boards. Gregg along those boards to Ottawa, to Perron. The shot off the left wing. Good save by Skinner. He covered that up. David Perron went right to the net. Skinner makes the save. He covers it. With 7:32 to go here, scoreless first period. The Oilers taking on the Senators. We will be right back from the Canadian Tire Center here in Canada, Ontario. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, the Edmonton Oilers, the Ottawa Senators, scoreless in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, 7:32 to go in this opening period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, Ottawa withstood a couple odd man breaks for Edmonton when the Oilers were shorthanded. I think Senators have been the better team here over the last few minutes.
Nugent Hopkins to center ice. Gets over the line, tried to shoot it, went off his stick, goes into the left wing corner. Jensen, on the right side to Dylan Cousins. And they'll get it up in the air and out. Cousins with points in 4 straight. Pass through the neutral zone, and Mangiapane now on the right. The puck goes to Emerson, a centering pass, and that's off of Nugent Hopkins.
I'm sure why Emerson just doesn't shoot it short side there. Oilers haven't got any. I mean, you got the worst save percentage in the league, and Edmonton's got 3 shots on goal here.
Cousins breaks things up, goes towards the net, and that one knocked off his stick at the last second. Emerson inside his own end for the Oilers. Over to Kulak. As Kulak will weave his way out of the Edmonton zone. To center ice, shoots it in. Rims on the right. Eller over to Matt and Paolo. Got David Tomashek right on him, and the puck up against the boards in that Ottawa end. Now up near the top of the circle, Zetterlund got it out. Ike Howard will bring it right back in for the Oilers through the middle. He wanted to shoot it, knocked off his stick. Enrique up against the boards inside that Ottawa zone, about top of the circle. Into the skates of Licksell, and the puck to the middle of the ice. And Zetterlund off the right wing boards is able to dump it in. 6 minutes to go here. Scoreless first period. The Oilers taking on Ottawa. The puck comes out to the middle. The shot by Zetterlund wide. Eller out of the right wing corner to Lixel. His pass back to Eller, picked off by Tomaszek. Up the left wing to Howard. Howard separated from the puck at the Ottawa blue line, and Sanderson will turn it up for the Senators. Right wing for Lixel. He went to dump it in. It goes off of Ekholm. McDavid to Bouchard to McDavid as he gathers speed and comes through center. Left wing to Ekholm. Into the Ottawa end, rims on the right. That's up against the right wing boards. Draisaitl trying to find a loose puck in the skates of Amadio. We'll go over to the left wing with it. So Ekholm in from the blue line and the puck near the top of the circle. McDavid across to Bouchard. He'll pull to the middle and couldn't get a shot from the right side. He'll come out to the line and just past Ekholm. It goes down the ice.
Well, but Colson's with the big boys here. He's had 2 chances to make passes, and that one missed Ekholm by about 3 feet.
Ekholm in behind his own net. Right wing to Bouchard. At center across to Podkolzin. He'll bring it in on the left.
No.
McDavid was all tied up. Couldn't deal with the pass from Podkolzin. And the puck goes back into the Oilers zone. Emerson on the left wing for McDavid. Now up the right wing to Ty Emberson. Shabbat broke it up to Perron, but Nick Cousins was offside with 4:26 to go here in a scoreless first period. The Oilers take on the Senators. We'll be right back from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Canadian Tire Center, Canada, Ontario. Oilers and Senators scoreless, 4:26 to go in the opening period. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. It's a shot into the Oilers zone. Emberson to Kulak. Rims on the left. Savoy had to go off his stick. Gathering it on the left. Noah Philp cuts to the middle. Penalty coming up to Ottawa when they touch it. Batherson touches it. And Edmonton, with 4:09 to go in this opening period, will go on their first power play.
Well, no, Philp drew that call because he moved his feet through the middle of the ice.
Stutzla off for the slash.
I mean, he got him across the hands. In playoffs, that's probably not called.
But in October it is.
He chopped him.
Yep. Oiler power play.
I actually think the backside one was worse than the Stutzla front side slash. Oilers power play has dropped to 18th in the league at 17.7%. They're playing the 31st ranked penalty kill at 60.9%.
Puck to the blue line. Bouchard on the left wing to McDavid. He is all tied up by Zub. Swung around to the right. Nugent Hopkins up against the boards with Greg. The puck goes to Draisaitl to the point.
Wow, look at the pressure. Like the Oilers got
lots of it. Left wing to McDavid. He'll go to the left wing corner now towards the net. In behind it. To the right. Up the right side. Top of the circle. Now to the left, into the left wing corner, Nugent Hopkins with a backhand. That just goes wide of the net. Nugent Hopkins behind the goal, left side. McDavid scores! Connor McDavid off the left wing, a power play goal, and the Oilers are up 1-0. McDavid gets his first of the year.
Kind of a slow developing play. I mean, it was a great shot by Connor. RNH will get the primary assist on the play. Draisaitl will get a... I'm not even sure Draisaitl gets a second assist. It might be Bouchard on the second assist. Nugent Hopkins will pick up his 7th point. McDavid with his 8th. I thought, man, I got to tell you, I thought Allmark was...
A little deep. He was a little deep.
He was a little deep.
Oiler Power Play is presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. The Edmonton Oilers up 1-0 on a power play goal here by Connor McDavid. It's dumped into the Ottawa zone. Shabbat in behind the net. To the right wing corner it goes. Off of Mangiapane and Jensen on the right wing. We'll give it to Cousins, Dylan Cousins. He'll get to center ice to Shabbat. He'll shoot it in. Puck in behind the Edmonton goal. Walman around the right wing. Mangiapane directs it out. Under 3 to go here in the first period. 16:31 was the time of the goal by McDavid. Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard with the assist.
So that's Bouchard's first point of the year.
That is true. Dylan Cousins, right wing to Stutzle, into the Oilers zone. Stops on the right wing boards. Up to the blue line, across the line. That pass for Clevin comes out, and Ottawa has to regroup. It's dumped in, and Skinner out to play it. Sweeps it up the left wing. Frederick can't get it out. Savoy made sure it did, and he'll come down that left side into the Ottawa zone towards the net, and that's kicked out by Allmark with a left pad. Perron to center ice, backhands it in. Skinner to the left wing, that's jammed off the boards. Savoy will get it to center ice. Now it goes to Frederick on the left side into the Ottawa zone, centering pass too far for Savoy. And Nick Cousins up the left wing. Dump the puck softly. He'll go after it himself, and that Oiler end get pasted on the end boards by Echo. Walman up the left wing for Howard. Howard will shoot it in. Allmark will stop it. He's got to play it. Left wing corner. Found Jensen. Tried to go up the boards. Went off Tomashik. Puck gets to the middle of the ice. Eller to Zetterlund. Zetterlund into the Oilers zone. Left wing to Eller. Dumped down, and a penalty coming up to Edmonton with 1:19 to go here in the first. It's going to be a holding penalty.
To Howard. Got to get pucks deep. Didn't get the puck deep in the O zone. And now the second power play of the game for the Sens.
53, 2 minutes for holding.
So Ike Howard goes to the box. Penalty. The penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Off the Oilers zone to the right is Skinner.
They're giving the Sens something to think about here with 97 and 29.
Last PK, they had their chances. Puck to the blue line. Sanderson on the left to Batherson. Back to the point. Sanderson over to the right. Dylan Cousins. Right side. Right wing corner to Pinto. Now to Stutzla. He'll go cross ice, but way up in the air. Batherson up near the blue line. Across the line. It hit Sanderson, and it came out.
McDavid forced that play with his speed. Difficult pass to pick up.
Cousins on the right wing. To the point with Batherson. Left side to Sanderson. Towards the net. It hit a leg. Batted towards the goal, but doesn't get through to it. And it's in the right corner. Emberson will drift it off the right wing boards and down the ice.
I just wonder if during the year they can develop another penalty-killing tandem so they don't have to use McDavid and Draisaitl as much.
Down to 28 seconds to go in this first period. Stutzla into the Oilers zone. on the right wing to the blue line where Sanderson goes cross ice to Batherson, waits in front to Pinto, won't get a shot. It's off the stick of Cousins. Pinto has it left corner. The left wing to Batherson, to Pinto, to Batherson. Batherson, side of the net, Cousins, his pass goes off, and Nurse, only 3 seconds to go in the period. Walman to center, he'll go through the middle to Nurse, his shot, and that might have been a little late. Omar stopped it anyway, but I think the period had ended. And the Oilers will be shorthanded for 41 seconds to start off the second period, but they're up 1-0 on the Senators after the first period on a power play goal by Connor McDavid. But Edmonton getting opportunities shorthanded on that first power play by Ottawa.
Yeah, I mean, they're using guys on both power play and PK here. Bouchard's become a fixture in the PK. It really started in the playoffs last year. Evan's seeing some more time in the penalty kill. Connor and Leon in the penalty kill. And again, I think as the year goes on and the team gets a little healthier, you might see a little bit more distribution in terms of who does what.
And we have Evan Bouchard downstairs. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer upstairs. Evan, what'd you think of that first period?
I thought it was all right. It's good to get out of the period with 1-0 lead. We got better than us, but all in all, good start on the road.
Evan, let's cut to the chase here. The team's not scoring at the level that you're hoping to, but you're also taking on some different facets. You started killing penalties in the second half last year. Saw a lot of action on the PK in the playoffs. Maybe just a thought process to sort of diversifying your game a little bit and taking on more penalty killing minutes.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. You obviously want to be called upon in all situations, whatever they need you for. So, take pride in playing on the penalty kill. It's a big responsibility, and glad I get to do it.
Adam Henrique's game 1,000. You guys had the Rico 1,000 shirts going today. How fired up are you guys for him getting to this milestone?
Yeah, it's an amazing accomplishment. For someone like that, who's everyone looks up to in the locker room. Great teammate. I'm not surprised that he's gotten to 1,000. Many more for him to come.
Awesome. You got 646 more before you get to 1,000, and I plan on being here until that's done, Evan. So that's going to take me the late 60s. I hope you're with me, brother.
Sounds good. We'll count them down together.
All right, there you go. Thanks, Evan.
Thanks, Evan.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Evan Bouchard downstairs. The Oilers get a goal from Connor McDavid on the power play. They're up 1-0 here after 20 minutes of play. And I mean, overall, Oilers, pretty good period there, Bob.
Yeah,
didn't really give up a lot of good chances against.
6-6 of the shots on goal. The Oilers' power play was better so far than Ottawa. They got 40 seconds to work with on the PK here. Manage the puck. That's what I'd say. Manage the puck.
All right. We're after 20. 1-0. Oilers lead the Senators. Brendan Escott. He's standing by with Rob Brown. They'll have the intermission for you. From the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, it is for dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Out of the left, into the left wing corner, Nugent Hopkins with a backhand. That just goes wide of the net. Nugent Hopkins behind the goal, left side. McDavid scores! Connor McDavid off the left wing. A power play goal, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
That is our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Edmonton is they're in good shape after that opening frame. 1-0 the score. The goal coming from who else but Connor McDavid. Assist to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Evan Bouchard picks up his first point of the year. Rob, a power play that I'm not sure that they had earned. How did you see that goal play out? Because frankly, I got to tell the audience, Rob looked at me and he called it. He said they're going to score on this because of how ticky-tack that call was.
Yeah, it was a terrible call. There's 2 penalties. The first 2 penalties of the period. The one on Nurse was a terrible call. He pushed him. It wasn't a cross-check. And then the one they gave to Stutzel, it was horrible. Like we had to watch it 2 or 3 times to see, what are you calling? That was an absolutely horrendous call. And that's when I said you know, I can see why the Senators coach is mad. They've played a really good period, and Bob on air had talked about it. They'd gone 10 minutes without a shot on net, the Oilers had. Ottawa's playing a great period. They get a terrible call by the ref against them, and it's one of those ones he knew that you're playing with fire. And poor decision by Jake Sanderson, chasing the puck up the boards, allowed time and space down low for Nugent-Hopkins to go behind the net. And then I guess if you're a defender and you're looking for who you should cover, you probably should look for 97. They left McDavid open. It was only a split-second one-timer. Ullmark has no chance. But that is, you're just asking for trouble if you're getting free power plays. And the Oilers got a freebie, and Connor McDavid made no mistake. A wonderful shot, top shelf. And the Oilers have a 1-0 lead, in which what I would say, Brandon, was a pretty low event period.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I've got this little book that I fill out every game, and I can tell when there's nothing really to fill out how low event the period itself has actually been. Doesn't mean it was boring hockey necessarily. I thought that the first period against Detroit, for example, that was sleepy.
Yes.
This, to me, there's a little bit more energy. Where there's frankly more storyline to talk about when you talk about Adam Henrique's big night and probably some of the juice that comes with that. Walman's return to the lineup. How does he look to you, by the way?
He's looked fine, comfortable. It's amazing how quickly players come back from injury and they jump in the lineup and they look normal. It used to be a feeling of period where you'd come back, and if you're a regular 20-minute guy, you'll play 10 or 12. You play in certain situations just to make sure you're 100%. But guys come back in such good shape. He looks fine out there, and they need him. Darnell Nurse and his partners, and mainly Stetcher over the last little while, have struggled, and they needed to solidify that number 2 pairing. Walman in the first 20 minutes was very good.
What's the key here in the final 40 to protecting and building on this 1-0 lead?
Well, you want to kill the first 40 seconds, I believe, to start the second period. They've done a good job thus far, as the Ottawa Senators had no good looks on their power play. They've been good defensively. They're not creating a lot, as we talked about. There was only 6 shots on net. They went a long stretch without one, but they're not giving anything up either. So to me, just continue playing the right way defensively, which they have been doing, and try to create a bit more. Shoot every chance you got. There was one that you and I talked about. Ty Emberson's coming down the wing. He's got no real play. He's got a big bunch of players in front of that. He's got Nugent-Hopkins going towards the goal, and he tries forcing a pass through 2 Senators to Nugent-Hopkins. The play there, fired on net. Throw it at the goalie's pads and play a rebound. When you're going towards the net as the offensive player, you're the one that's going to find the rebound first, because the defenders have their back to the goaltenders. So on that one, you're on a team that's not creating much 5-on-5. Throw it at the goalie's feet. You never know. We've seen weird goals go in, but at the very worst, you're creating chaos in the blue paint. Instead, he tries forcing a pass. It gets picked off, and the Senators have an easy exit.
That's our Rob Brown. More from him at the second intermission. Again, shot 6-6, score 1-0 Edmonton. We are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Empcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Andrew Knack will be the next mayor of Edmonton, with second-place finisher Tim Cartmel conceding the election to Knack this afternoon. Knack was in the lead from last night, and the gap just kept growing.
I think we saw a very clear rejection of party politics in Edmonton right now. And I mean, from what we see in Calgary, it looks like Mayor-elect Jeremy Farkas, also independent. I think Edmontonians and Calgarians said exactly what they said of 2 years ago when they were asked if they wanted this. They said no. There is no right-wing way to clear snow off the streets. There's no left-wing way to cut our grass. You know, we just have to work together as humans, and that's what we do, and that's what this campaign was, and I think that's the message we've seen loud and clear in this election.
Michael Walters came in a distant third place, followed by Omar Mohammed, Raheem Jaffer, and Tony Katarina. Races for council are still being counted. However, Global News has declared wins for incumbent city councillors Karen Tang, Ashley Salvador, Karen Principe, Aaron Paquette, and Michael Jans. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517. Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's a 10-game menu in the NHL tonight. The Maple Leafs up a goal on the Devils with 6 minutes left in the first. Islanders 3-2 over the Sharks through 20 minutes. And the Canucks and Penguins all knotted up at 1 in Pittsburgh. Washington a goal up on Seattle in the U.S. Capitol. And the Panthers leading the Bruins 1-0. Later on, we've got 3 games. The Blues hosting the Kings Kings, the Predators entertaining the Ducks, and Dallas welcomes in the Columbus Blue Jackets, while the Mammoth of Utah get the Colorado Avalanche. Here at Rogers Place, a little bit later on tonight, the Oil Kings taking on the Spokane Chiefs in a little cross-conference clash. Gotta love that. Oil Kings 9-3 on the year, the Chiefs 6-5, but boasting a pretty talented roster. Mathis Preston will be a name you want to keep an eye on if you're going to that game a little later on tonight. And of course, the Toronto Blue Jays not in action for a couple more days, but Friday, their first World Series appearance in 32 years. Been a hot minute since they've been in this position. 6 o'clock first pitch. That is your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid goal, the difference. It's his first of the season as Edmonton is up 1-0 through 20 minutes of play. We are at the intermission. We'll send it back to the boys for some play-by-play. And this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, OilCountry, stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. OilCountry Towing will get you going.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
The future of animals everywhere is at risk. In the last 40 years, over half of the world's animal populations have disappeared. Biodiversity is in crisis, and we need to do something now to reverse this alarming trend. Earth Rangers knows that no one cares more about animals than our children. And by providing them with the tools and the inspiration to take action, kids can make a real difference to the survival of wildlife. Already, thousands of children across Canada are joining forces as Earth Rangers to help protect animals and their habitats. To get your child involved or to make a donation, please visit earthrangers.com.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's easy to remember the needs of our inner city during the holidays, like Christmas and Easter. The truth is, poverty exists all year round. And every single day, there are Edmontonians struggling just to get by. The Mustard Seed is here to help. Your donation today provides food, clothing, and much more for the Mustard Seed community. You can help to change your community every day of the year. Please donate today. Visit theseed.ca.
Hey, OilCountry, stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. OilCountry Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Oilers and Senators getting ready for the second period of play. 1-0 Edmonton leads on the power play goal by Connor McDavid at 16:31 of that first period. And tonight's Oilers Kids with Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation and the Kids with Cancer Society, helping kids and families battling cancer and advancing research in hopes of finding a cure for the devastating disease. Support now by getting your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Oilers are shorthanded 41 seconds. That's what's left in the penalty to Ike Howard. It's the second power play of the game for Ottawa. So the Oilers will start it off on the PK, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is out there to take the draw. Oilers back at home on Thursday. They'll host the Montreal Canadiens. 7 o'clock at Rogers Place. Tonight at Rogers Place at 7 o'clock, it's the Oil Kings and the Spokane Chiefs.
You know what that means on our way home, assuming that we get our regular plane. I won't be able to watch the third period of
put that on. We could watch that.
Thanks to Elon Musk and Starlink.
Yeah, I would love that. All right, we've dropped the puck underway here in the second. And Sanderson with it at center ice. He's going to snap the puck in. That goes off the corner glass. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm rips it around. Those some high heat went by Dylan Cousins and down the ice.
That almost got a piece of Dylan Cousins.
That buzzed his tower. Sanderson at his own blue line to Stützle. And he'll come into the Oiler end as Bouchard was able to peel it off his stick. He'll get it out. Draisaitl, maybe a short-handed break. Draisaitl, the shot just off the pad of Ullmark. The penalty is over. Howard comes out. Ottawa 0 for 2 on the power play. Puck turned over. Draisaitl, left wing in front. Scores! Ike Howard gets his first NHL goal, and the Oilers are up 2-0.
And the fans here are going to say Connor McDavid got away with a hook. And the fans in Edmonton are saying, why aren't you playing Isaac Howard with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl? The guy's a shooter. First NHL goal, rip job.
Set up by Draisaitl just 49 seconds into the second period. Waited, got it to him in the slot, and Howard blasts it home. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
Travis Green, your old teammate, won't be too happy with that one.
He will not.
Could see a Mary Kay call coming up here, Cam.
It's dumped into the Oilers' end. Skinner can set it. Kulak, right wing to Emberson. Up that right side. He's looking for Howard. It was a little behind him. It goes into Ottawa territory. Matt and Paolo through the middle. Off of Lixell, and it goes in behind the Edmonton goal. So it's Emberson squeezes the puck to the right wing boards for Kulak. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the second, up for Tomashik, and he just directed it in. Edmonton will make a quick change. On the left wing, he's off of Eller. Eller at his own blue line. He's going to lose it. Draisaitl into the Ottawa zone, trying to protect it on the right wing boards. It's in his skates. So try to poke it free. It does come loose. Amadio across. And Matt and Paolo will get to the Edmonton blue line. He dumps it in. Skinner in the left wing quarter. Podkolzin now to Nurse. Up the right wing to Jake Walman. Cross to Nurse. Little move. On the left side to Podkolzin. Dump the puck in. That rims on the right. Draisaitl got it down low. Pass in front of the net to Podkolzin from McDavid. Just off the Senator's stick. And the puck cleared out. And Amadio to center, and he'll dump it in. In behind his own net is Nurse. Nurse over to Walman. To Nurse. Right wing at center ice to Podkolzin. Comes into the Ottawa zone. Right corner. Now in behind the net. Left wing to Draisaitl. Over to McDavid. Hit a stick. Goes off the glass. Bouchard in from the right wing point to keep it in. It's up against the boards. Sanderson tries to get it free. Goes to Draisaitl. Right corner to the line. But Perron got there first for Ottawa. And up the left wing will clear it out. 2-0 Oilers lead. We're just about 3 minutes into this second period as Ike Howard is added to the Edmonton lead in this second period. It goes out, comes back in. It's offside against the Senators.
Well, Isaac Howard looked like a finisher there. And Draisaitl knows how to set guys up. And that is something we need to file away. Did McDavid get away with a little bit of infringement there? We're not talking copyright?
Yeah. Off the draw, Chabot over center ice. Rips it into the zone. It gets into the skate of Kulak behind the net to Emberson. On the right wing, Trent Frederick going to go off his stick. It does come out. Jensen on the right. Zetterlund off his stick. The puck at the Edmonton blue line is Savoy has to loop back. Finds Philp. And Philp will bring it into the Ottawa zone on the right wing. Philp to the right corner. Now behind the net. Over to the left. Philp to the top of the circle. To the point. On the boards to Frederick. Hacks that down into the corner, and Savoy's got it in behind the net. It'll get a pass, could not get it to Frederick, and puck brought out. Setterland on the left to Lixell, and he'll dump it in right on goal. 2-0 Edmonton, 4 minutes gone here in the second period. Kulak to center ice. Off the corner boards, goes to the right wing side off of Mangiapane in the Ottawa end. Dylan Cousins will get it out to Batherson, now on the right wing. Matt and Paolo, bad angle shot off the stick of the netminder Skinner. Roslovic through the middle to Mangiapane, comes up to the Ottawa blue line. Runs into Clevin. The puck goes to the middle of the ice. Dylan Cousins, through the middle. Skips a pass over Stutzlas, and the puck to the neutral zone. Stutzla lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Roslovic cross ice to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Mangiapane, the backhand, the save made by Ullmark.
How's that not a penalty? Oh, my.
And through center ice, Stutzla into the Oiler end. Into the slot to Sanderson, now across to Batherson. A shot blocked by Walman. The puck in the left wing corner. Behind the net to Cousins. To the right wing point. Zub, a shot, and he blasts it wide. Sanderson from the left point will keep it in. Stutzla around to the right. Zub had to hurry, did not get there in time. He put it back in on the offside, and Ottawa will make a change. It's still offside, and it is touched by Pinto. So offside the call against the Senators. 5 minutes, 13 seconds gone here in the second period. 2-0 Edmonton leads.
I got to take another look at the sequence involving Henry Mangiapane. 2-on-1. That's a slash. I don't know how they missed that. I mean, he got him right, basically dead-footed him with the slash.
Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. On the right wing, Matt and Paolo will dump the puck in. Bouchard to Henrique, to Tomashik, through the middle past Howard. That goes down into the Ottawa zone. Howard has scored here in the second, his first goal in the NHL. Off the right wing, Nick Cousins got it up to the blue line, and Greg to Matt and Paolo in his own end. Left wing to Clevin. On the right, and Nick Cousins will dump it in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard, the right wing for Tomashik, up to the blue line, kept in by Cousins. He'll put it towards the net. It comes across. What a save made by Skinner. Perron robbed on the right side of the net. Big save by Skinner. Perron out of the right wing corner from the angle. Hits Skinner with it. Perron to the left wing point, and the helmet mask of Skinner was knocked off, so the whistle goes. But man, that is best save of the night so far for Stuart Skinner. He hasn't been overly tested. That was amazing.
Bad play by Tomashek led to an extended opportunity as we go into a break here.
All right, 2-0 Oilers lead. 6:07 gone here in the second. Oilers taking on the Senators from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario. It is for Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers
Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-0 Oilers lead the Senators. We're in the second period. Just over 6 minutes gone in the face-off inside the Edmonton zones along the right wing boards. Pinto, right side to Amadio. Right in front of the net, but not able to get a shot away was Giroux. And he's forced over into the corner with Ekholm on him. Then McDavid steals the puck to Matthias Ekholm on the right wing to Leon Draisaitl. They'll get out through the neutral zone. Run it in over the line to Podkolzin, right wing to McDavid. He'll skate to the right wing corner, to the middle, up to the blue line for Ekholm. Off the right wing boards, Draisaitl unable to center it. Sanderson will get it out for Ottawa to Giroux. Into the Oiler end, across to Sanderson. Put it off the outside of the post. On the right wing, it's Draisaitl. Goes through the middle of the ice, gains the Ottawa blue line, dishes on the left for Podkolzin. Fire it in behind the net. Jensen on the end boards for the Senators. Right wing for Shane Pinto. Into the middle of the ice to Sanderson. He'll get to center. Now to Perron as he comes down the right wing. Perron to the right wing corner. Forced over there by Kulak. On the left side, Nick Cousins to Greg. Greg can swing it to the point to Jensen. Down low to Greg, got it in front of the net. Cousins, a shot off the pad of Skinner. The puck cleared out. It'll go down, and it will not be icing. 2-0 Edmonton leads. 7:40 gone here in the second period. Puck up against the boards in Ottawa territory. Goes across, and Shabbat on the left wing, high in the air. Batted by the glove of Kulak. Goes to Mangiapane, now to Emberson on the right wing at center ice. Jack Roslovic off the right wing boards and in with it. Matt and Paolo up the left wing. Left side to Greg, into the Oiler end. Left wing, Zetterlund will go to the right wing now with it. Wanted to get it in behind the net. Nurse putting on the pressure. Trent Frederick able to flip it out. Matt and Powell will snap it right back in.
Ottawa's had 2 or 3 good shifts here, Cam. Oilers got to get back to skating.
Nurse on the end boards. Up to Frederick. It hit a skate. It's going to stay in on the right side. And Lixel with a shot that goes wide, and the puck cleared out. Batherson in his own blue line to Zub through the middle. Now to Eller. He'll come in one-on-one. A shot and a save made by Skinner. Lars Eller with a long-range wrist shot. Skinner held onto it. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the second. Connor McDavid scored in the first on the power play. Isaac Howard, first NHL goal here in the second period. That was just 49 seconds in. Face-off in the Oilers zone to the right of Skinner, who's had to deal with 11 Ottawa shots so far. McDavid will take the draw. McDavid getting his first of the season here tonight. Puck goes to Sanderson, a shot. Glove saved by Skinner. He saw it all the way.
Ottawa is the #1 face-off team in the NHL at 61.5%. Pinto's at 63.4. Cousins is at 60.6. Giroux's at 64. They got some guys that can win draws.
Win another one, and Pinto will take it behind the Edmonton net, go over to the right. Put it to the middle, but broken up by Bouchard, and the Oilers will bring it out through the middle of the ice as McDavid. They'll get into the slot, and that one chopped away from him. Giroux only got it to the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl in over the line to Podkolzin, to Draisaitl, left wing, McDavid to Draisaitl off his stick. It goes in behind the net. Up the left wing, Zub to center, to Pinto, cross ice to Giroux, will softly dump it in. Ekholm in the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Up the right wing boards, off of Roslovic. Jensen in behind his net. Left wing to Shabbat. The left side to Nick Cousins for Perron. He'll dump it in. Emberson goes in behind the goal.
Tomaszek's getting a break at the bench after that turnover. Not out in the ice here.
Up the right wing. Kulak. Right up the right wing boards. It goes just to the blue line, but that's it.
Now he's back out there.
Back out. Oilers got caught on the offside for a second, and it gets flipped into the Edmonton bench, and we get the whistle with 9:57 to go here in the second period. 2-0. Oilers lead the Senators. We'll take a break from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Oilers and the Senators. 2-0 Oilers lead Ottawa. 9:57 to go in the second period.
The PM is in the house, Mark Carney, and he is attired in an Oilers warm-up jacket, and that did not go over well.
It did not.
With the fan base.
It did not. Face off to the right of Linus Ullmark. Well, he is an Oilers fan. To the left wing point, Nurse with his shot off the draw, steered up over the glass net of play by Ullmark. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Connor McDavid scoring in the first. Mike Howard has the goal here in the second. The Oilers have a 2-0 lead. Nugent Hopkins will take the draw against Dylan Cousins. Well, maybe not. Nugent Hopkins out of the face-off circle. Roslovic will take the draw now. We'll go to Jensen, right corner. Cross to his partner, Shabbat. Through the middle to Cousins on the right wing to Jensen. Comes into the zone. Won't get a shot away. And Roslovic in over the line. And the pass across to Roslovic from Mangiapane broken up. And Cousins into the Oilers' end. Comes across to Shabbat. He'll walk in. His shot just off a body and wide. On the point, Jensen, left side, Shabbat, cross ice, the one-timer, it's Stutzla, fanned on it, and the puck goes into the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins up against the boards, got it in his skates, works it free. Right wing for Walman, and Jake Walman cross ice to Nurse with Roslovic. In on the left, drops it to Roslovic. Now to Nurse in front of the net. Mangiapane was tied up, puck on the left wing point. Henrique, left wing corner to Mangiapane. To Roslovic, right corner, in front of the net, went off of Ullmark, and shot on goal, saved by Ullmark off of Mangiapane, puck to the line, over the stick of Ekholm, and it comes out of the zone. With 8:39 to go in the second, 2-0 Oilers lead. Howard shot the puck in. Clevin gets it back out. Howard at the Edmonton blue line. Through the neutral zone, Clevin shoots it into the Edmonton zone, and it's Bouchard, right wing, off of Howard and in. Clevin turns on it. He's in behind the net, puts it up on the glass. It gets to the middle, that's given away to Howard. A shot, and he whistled it over the net, trying to go glove side on Ullmark. It's center ice. Zetterlund will dump it in. Henrique on the left wing to Podkolzin. stood up at the blue line by Zub, and the puck goes into the Ottawa zone.
Well, they called everything in the first period. They haven't called anything in the second period because Colson just got hooked.
Lixel, the right wing. Eller just chopped the puck into the Edmonton end, and Bouchard will bring it up to center ice. Cross to Kulak, off the right wing boards. That one went off the mesh, and it's out of play. With 7:39 to go here in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leading. Faceoff's going to be in the neutral zone. Shots at 12-11 in favor of Edmonton. They're up 2-0. Oilers with 3 straight losses coming into this. Dropping games to Detroit, New Jersey, and the Islanders. Started the road trip with a 2-0 win against the Rangers. Emberson off the glass and into the Ottawa end it goes. Savoy on the right wing boards up to the top of the circle. Greg Autumn and Nick Cousins gets the loose puck, and he'll bring it into the Edmonton end off the left wing side and into the corner.
Good stick there by Frederick, breaking the play up initially. Back in support defensively.
Cousins in the corner with Savoy. Puck comes loose to Kulak. Looking for Philp. That missed him. It's going to go down the ice. Won't be icing. Senators had pinched up on the play. Ripped around the left wing boards to Perron. Up the left wing. Now to Gregg. He'll come into the Edmonton end. A shot. And that glances off of Emberson. Goes to the right wing corner. Nick Cousins, right corner. Up against the boards. Philp in there for Edmonton. Philp's trying to dig the puck free. Goes to the top of the circle. Zub had pinched down. Kept it in to Cousins. Along that right wing side. Comes loose near the side of the net. Emberson, left wing to Savoy. Savoy to Ty Emberson.
Line needs to get change here.
Been out for a while. To Frederick at center ice. Now to Kulak. He'll bring it into Ottawa territory. Edmonton makes the change. Kulak goes in behind the net, taken off of it. And Zub with the loose puck up to Pinto, and he'll make a move. And he'll come down the right wing. He'll shoot it, and he'll miss on the short side. Puck near the line, kept in by Amadio. 6:08 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead. Up the right wing to Podkolzin. It's over center. Dumps it in. Ullmark will cover that up. And there'll be a face-off inside the Ottawa zone to the left of Ullmark. Good chances have not been easy to come by in this game for either team. Now, the Oilers have had a few shorthanded. Made good on their one power play.
I mean, we're 23 shots on goal through the first 34 minutes of this game. That's not a heavy workload for either goalie.
And behind his net, Stutzel up the right wing to Batherson. Puck hacked away from him. Sanderson's going to go in behind his net on the backhand around the right. Cousins couldn't get it out. Batherson will, and it's in the neutral zone. Bouchard to Ekholm on the left wing to Podkolzin. Sweeps it across the line. It'll go all the way over to the right. And into the Ottawa end. And McDavid quickly to it. Pushed past it. And Stutzel's going to get it out. Here's a 2-on-1. Cousins. He's with Batherson. The shot, that's off the arm of Skinner and out of play. Good chance for Dylan Cousins, and Skinner with a big save. We can take a break. 2-0. Oilers lead the Senators with 5:15 to go here in the second period from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Oilers and the Senators, 5:15 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-0 Oilers lead Ottawa. Connor McDavid scoring in the first. Mike Howard getting the goal here in the second. Nurse's pass. That is a little far for Mangiapane. It goes into the Ottawa zone. Sanderson in behind the net. Flushed out of there by Nugent Hopkins. The right wing to Perron for Nick Cousins. Hit the linesman with it. Nurse will shoot it back in. And Sanderson on the left wing boards, off the boards, up near the line. It does come out. Cousins up the left wing. Cuts to the middle. Into the Oiler end. Right wing to Gregg. A shot comes across. Perron, let it go. Saved by Skinner coming across. Shabbat to the right wing. To Lixell. Back to the blue line. A blast does not get through as Eller let it go. Lots of traffic, and it comes out to center.
This line's really struggled at times. Nugent Hopkins with Roslovic and Mangiapane.
4:15 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead.
Howard's going to get a shift here with McDavid and Draisaitl.
Comes up to the blue line. McDavid, he was tied up. Couldn't get it out. It'll go down the right side. Ellard's shot. That's off the stick of Emberson and wide of the Edmonton net. Eller left corner. To the blue line. Clevin shot. And that's blockered aside by Skinner. It's along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Ottawa with some pressure here. And it worked up against the boards. It comes free to Clevin on the point. A wrist shot. Glove saved by Skinner. Saw it all the way. He'll hold on. 3:39 to go here in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads.
Edmonton doesn't have a lot going on right now, Cam. Since the 2-0 goal.
No, the Oilers haven't had a lot of chances since that time. Ottawa has had more. Skinner's kept it out. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Stutzler taking the draw. Up against Noah Philp. Philp's played 3 games, got a couple of goals for the Oilers.
Yeah, we got a penalty here.
We got a penalty here in the second period.
This line again draws a call. A hook, so the Oilers get... So Philp, Frederick that time drew the call.
Oilers are 1 for 1 on the power play. Batherson's going to the box.
Ottawa number 19, minor penalty. Okay.
Fans, not surprisingly, not particularly enthused with that call.
Oiler power play. It's presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Edmonton with a power play goal in the first period. This is their second chance.
That was a tough call. It's a really tough call.
There's been a few of those in this game, both ways.
Yep. I don't know if either of the 2 power plays the Oilers have gotten, different times of the year, either of them would be called.
Huck goes to the line, and Bouchard to the middle of the ice, left wing. McDavid down low. Tomashik through the slot. It goes over to the right side. It's top of the circle. Bouchard across the blue line for McDavid. Into the corner for Tomashik. Back to McDavid, left wing, top of the circle. As he waits to Tomashik in front of the net to Draisaitl off a stick, and it goes out of play. But that's what they were looking, to get it low and then back in front of the net.
So they don't have Draisaitl in his kill zone on the right side hash. He goes middle bumper. Nugent-Hopkins goes all the way from the left side over to the right side. And Tomashik doesn't play a true net front. More of a pass option down low. A little bit different look on the power play.
Senators win the draw, and Sanderson will shoot it down the ice. Picking it up from behind the net, Bouchard up the right wing. Went to the middle, almost lost it. Now over to Nugent-Hopkins, into the Ottawa end, to the left wing point. McDavid brings it across the line. Right side of Draisaitl to McDavid in the middle. Oh, he got his pocket picked by Pinto, and he'll dump it down the ice.
Connor went to take the pass was for Nugent-Hopkins. It wasn't for McDavid. Connor didn't want to take any risks there.
Bouchard through the neutral zone to McDavid. Gains the line, goes to the left wing. At the hash marks to Nugent-Hopkins. Out of the left corner. Out to Draisaitl. That shot was blocked in the slot, and it goes to the right corner. Stutzla with the block. And the puck to the end board. Zub in behind the net. Rims it on the right, and he'll get it out.
Move it, move it, move it.
40 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the second period. 2:10 to go in the second as Tomashik gets the puck over the line to Draisaitl on the right wing. Broken up. Stutzla out to the neutral zone. One-on-one with Bouchard. Over to the left. Now goes in behind the net. Forced back there. Taken to the end boards. Savoy would like to dig out a loose puck. And Draisaitl comes up the left wing. Center ice.
I was all that one, didn't get
checked at the line. That went off of Tomashik. It almost went towards the net. Now it's cleared out, and the penalty is over. And Edmonton's 1 for 2 with the man advantage. Minute and a half to go here in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Left wing. Walman's pass broken up by Nick Cousins. He'll dump it back in.
Cam, the Oilers got to get out of this period up 2-0.
Yep. Cousins rolled it towards the net. Walman there for the Oilers, off the right wing glass and out. Shabbat has it inside his line. Now to Greg. Forced off of it by Ekholm. It goes to the end boards as those two have tied up. It's in their skates in the corner. We're into the last minute here in the second. Puck back to the right wing point. Perron across the line to Shabbat. He'll shoot it. The save made by Skinner. Thomas Shabbat leans into it as he walked in from the left wing point. And that one held on to by Skinner with 53 seconds to go here in the second. Face-off will be in the Edmonton end to the right of Skinner. Stutzla will take the draw. Stutzla, Cousins, and Batherson out there with Sanderson and Shabbat.
It's a big draw here for Phil.
Taking it.
He's got to get a saw off here. And then crash in and get some support. Yeah. Add 1.4 seconds back in the clock.
Philp out there with Mangiapane and Roslovic. The puck goes to the right wing, and up the right wing side comes Roslovic in over the line across. Just missed Mangiapane. It goes to the left wing side. Mangiapane, the blue line to Nurse. His shot blocked in front of the net by Sanders, and it's cleared out of the zone.
But the bottom line is you got the puck up the ice, out of your zone.
The right wing, the pass to Mangiapane off his stick into the Ottawa end. 30 seconds to go here in the second period. It's rimmed on the right. Batherson on the right wing boards. We'll get it out for Stutzla. Comes into the Edmonton zone. Knocked down by Nurse. Penalty coming up to Nurse. And the third power play for the Senators.
Mangiapane's got to seal the wall in the neutral zone there. And Darnell ends up taking a penalty.
Number 25, 2 minutes for tripping.
Details matter.
Yeah. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 19 seconds left to go in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Face off to the left of Skinner.
I mean, did Edmonton lose some momentum on their power play? About to find out here.
Yeah. Stutzla to the blue line to Sanderson on the left of Batherson. His shot blocked by Ekholm. 10 seconds to go in the period. Batherson, right side to Giroux, in front of the net, just off the stick of Cousins, and it goes wide. A centering pass off the pad of Skinner. It bounces in the slot, and the second period ends. Oilers will be shorthanded for 1:41 to start off the third. 2-0 Edmonton leads here after 40 minutes of play, but the Senators really coming on as that second period wore on.
Yeah. No, there's no question. Edmonton got outshot 11-6 in that period. And they have some work to do to start the third period. Really, I didn't like the final 12 minutes of the period. Didn't have much juice going on the power play. Happy for Isaac Howard, but you have a 2-0 lead, but you're in a dangerous spot. You're going to need to play better in the third period to make sure that you can go back to Edmonton with a victory tonight.
2-0 Oilers lead after 40. Ike Howard scores in the second period. First goal in the NHL. Connor McDavid, he scored in the first. That's his first of the season. And Edmonton ahead 2-0, but Stuart Skinner had to be sharp in that second period. So that's where we are through 40. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. And they've got the intermission for you when we come back from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, Ontario. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Get ready to bust a gut as the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival returns to Kingsman Park July 17th to 19th with Matt Rife and friends. Get your tickets today and enter to win at 880ched.com. Then enjoy an intimate, passionate, and moving Canadian Celtic musical with Shadow Theatre's Morningside Road, October 15th through November 2nd at the Varscona Theatre. Tickets on sale now.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
The penalty is over. Howard comes out. Ottawa 0 for 2 on the power play. Puck turned over. Draisaitl, left wing in front. Scores! Ike Howard gets his first NHL goal, and the Oilers are up 2-0.
And the fans here are going to say Connor McDavid got away with a hook. And the fans in Edmonton are saying, why aren't you playing Isaac Howard with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl?
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Yes, Bob Stauffer, I wholly agree that could have easily been a penalty to Connor McDavid. But, you know, the kid, Iceman, is going to take that one. Ike Howard with his first career National Hockey League goal. It is part of a 2-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers after 40 minutes of play. Brendan Escott here, Rob Brown as well. And, Rob, what I really liked about that goal was, and I mentioned this to you, he settled right into a shooter's pockets. He didn't take it straight to the net, and he almost separated himself from his check so as to build some space to let that shot go.
He's a goal scorer, and goal scorers know how to put themselves in quiet zones. He could have continued to go to the net, but he would have been mauled by the bigger defenseman and wouldn't have been able to create a passing lane for Leon Draisaitl. So he knows that Draisaitl's got the puck. He's got time and space to make a play. So now what your job is, find a quiet area and allow there to be a passing lane. And he did that. And then the one thing that we've seen with Howard through the exhibition season, and even a little bit here in the regular season, is he's got a heavy shot. And he likes to shoot. Mm-hmm. So the pass from Leon was perfect. Quick off his stick of Howard. And you're not picking a corner. You're simply getting the puck on net as quick as you can. It finds the back of the net. And Bob mentioned a few things there. It should have been a penalty. There should have been a penalty on Connor McDavid behind the net. But 2, the one thing that we've seen with Ike Howard, he's got this skill set, and at times it's lost playing on the fourth line, because he's a guy that needs players to get him the puck, And if he gets the puck, he's able to put the puck in the net. But when you're playing on your third or fourth line, you don't get as many of those grade A looks. He gets one opportunity with Leon and Connor, and he made the most of it.
Well, perhaps some food for thought for the coaching staff the next time these lines go in the blender, which they haven't yet so far this game through 40 minutes. I do like that. And frankly, if you go to any sort of like compilation of Ike's work as a member of the U.S. National Development Team program or Michigan State, it's a lot of the same. It's, as you say, Rob, it's a heavy shot. It's a quick shot, and he knows where to go to get it off. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come for them. Stuart Skinner, we better not neglect to say, made the save of the game, one of the saves of the season, robbing David Perron on a 2-on-1 attempt. 2-on-0, actually, now that I think about it. He was all alone there, and Skinner gets across.
The Oilers have a 2-0 lead, but this has not been a clean game by the Edmonton Oilers. Defensively, they have been outchanced with grade A scoring chance. They've given up odd man breaks. There's been 2 or 3 2-on-1s, and the one you're talking about, it's a 2-on-0 with Ridley Gregg and David Perron. And Gregg quickly got the puck backdoor to Perron, and Perron, who was a good goal scorer.
Yeah.
I think they said 28 1 year here with the Oilers, but it was read perfectly by Skinner. And Skinner attacked. You could see attack gets his glove closer to as close as possible to the puck. When he does that, it takes away any scoring angle for Perron. To me, this has been a game that the Ottawa Senators have had more grade A looks. The Oilers have capitalized on theirs. But Stuart Skinner has been excellent. This is a really good game for Skinner and has allowed the Oilers to go into the third period with a 2-goal lead.
Outshot in that frame, that middle frame, 12-6 to articulate the point that it hasn't been Edmonton's best game. But again, they find themselves with a 2-0 lead. So the question becomes once more, is the song the same with respect to salting this away? Like, how do you go about making sure that you don't allow Ottawa back into the game, especially considering they get to start this third frame on the power play?
Well, it's a big kill to start with, and the thing that we've seen so far is the Oilers have had a very good penalty kill to start the year. That's one of the things that has been consistent with them. And what we've also seen is the Ottawa Senators' power play is not very good, and we've seen that in this game. But going forward, you try to make the kill, but also game recognition. The Oilers have a 1-goal lead, and Evan Bouchard pinches and gives up a 2-on-1. You cannot pinch if you don't have forwards back, and he didn't. And that was one of the big saves that we saw from Stuart Skinner. So those are the kind of plays you can't make. You have to read the game situation. If you're down a goal, there's a better, okay, we're going to pinch. Or you're down a couple goals, we're going to pinch. You're trying to create some offense. But when you got a lead, you got to understand the situation. Ill-advised pinch gives up the 2-on-1. Those are the things you can't do in the final 20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. And just looking at the stats here, Ottawa decidedly taking the face-off battle, 16-28 so far through 40 minutes. Edmonton 1 for 2 on the power play. Ottawa 0 for 3. 13 hits to 10 for the Oilers. 13 blocked shots to 6 for the Oilers. And a continuing theme that I'm noticing through the first few games of this season, and certainly on this road trip, 12 giveaways by the Oilers to just 5. Now, maybe they're possessing the puck a little bit more. Maybe that's leading to it. But I have seen, as we look at NHL.com and the intermissions of each of these games, oftentimes Edmonton is trailing in the turnover battle or the giveaway battle. And that doesn't seem like a long-term recipe to success.
No, not when you're a puck possession type team. If you're possessing it and then you give it away, I think that's something we've seen early in the season with the Oilers. We talked about the number of times they've made poor passes, poor execution. It's not lost on the players. Both Leon and Connor have talked about we're just a little not cohesive right now. We're making mistakes. One person's guessing A and we're doing B. So there's been a disconnect amongst their players, which is, I know there's some new players in the lineup. There's still some core guys that are playing together, not getting the execution that they need. We will look forward to the final 20 minutes to see if the Oilers can put together a much more complete period, because what we've seen through the first 40 is these turnovers or wasting opportunities by giving the puck up when you don't have to, and that allows an Ottawa team to reverse and head back the other way.
That's our Rob Brown. More with Brownie coming up in the post-game show. Oilers overtime, 780-451-8800 if you want to get involved in that conversation when the time comes. Right now, we are at the second intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer, and tell them PB sent you.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. The majority of Edmontonians who cast their votes in Monday's election ended up choosing Andrew Knack as the city's next mayor. Second-place finisher Tim Cartmell conceded the election to Knack this afternoon after Knack's lead in the vote count just kept growing.
This is the first time in my time running for office where it was consistent whether I was in the very edge of the city, whether I was in a mature neighborhood, or anywhere in between, that Edmontonians are looking for a stronger Edmonton, that they are looking for a more affordable city, a safer city, and one that is keeping up with that population growth. And so what I think Edmontonians have said is that they have sent a group of councillors and a mayor to go work on those specific issues each and every day. That has to be our focus. That has to be our relentless focus going forward.
Michael Walters came in a distant third place in a race for mayor, followed by Omar Mohammed, Raheem Jaffer, and Tony Katerina. Races for council are still being counted. However, Global News has declared wins for incumbent city councillors Karen Tang, Ashley Salvador, Karen Principe, Aaron Paquette, and Michael Jantz. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose AltTech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on AltTech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is AltTech. Visit altech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
It's game on at City Ford. With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites. Save up to $5,000 on Escapes.
Up to $6,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $16,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today. And spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
And it is time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 10 games all taking up the NHL scorecard tonight. 4-2 Devils leading the Maple Leafs in the second intermission. Islanders up 4-2 on the Sharks. The Penguins 4-1 over Vancouver in the second intermission. The Capitals up 3-0 over Seattle in the second intermission. In the second period, the Panthers a 2-goal lead on the Boston Bruins. It's 2-0 there. Just getting underway. We have actually 3 other games that are in the first intermission too. A lot of hockey being played, but not at this very second. Kings and Blues are scoreless. Predators and Ducks knotted at 1. The Stars and Blue Jackets dance in Dallas, and Columbus has a 2-0 lead. Later on tonight, you get the Mammoth and the Avalanche. And a little later on in Edmonton tonight, we're looking forward to the Oil Kings taking on the Spokane Chiefs. I'm sure that is the only time this year we're going to see Spokane in this building. It's the cross-conference game. So that should be a real good one. Mathis Preston coming up with the Chiefs, and a holy talented Oil Kings team as well. And your Toronto Blue Jays, well, they're in action this Friday. How does the World Series sound to you? It sounds pretty darn good to me. First pitch just after 6 o'clock on Friday. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. In Ottawa, it is a 2-0 lead for Edmonton. The goals coming from Connor McDavid and Ike Howard's first in the NHL. Leon Draisaitl picking up the assist there, and that is where we sit. Oilers start with 1:40 to kill off of Ottawa power play time. We'll see how they do, and we'll talk to you in the post game. Right now, we're at intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. Play-by-play returns when we get back to the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517. ATCO Energy gives you real money off your bills, plus home service deals you won't find anywhere else. Get a $150 welcome bonus when you bundle electricity and natural gas. And with electricity at just 7.68 cents per kilowatt hour, ATCO Energy helps you save from day one. Switch today at atcoenergy.com. Conditions apply. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822, toll free in Alberta.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Canada, Ontario, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting ready for the third period. 2-0 Oilers lead the Ottawa Senators. The Oilers Kids with Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 jackpot is $428,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/50-50. Oilers shorthanded for 1:41. That's what's left in the Darnell Nurse penalty. Penalty kill is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. So big penalty kill for Edmonton as Nugent Hopkins and Mangiapane are on the ice with Coleman Bouchard to start it off. And the puck goes into the Edmonton zone. Bouchard's going to go after it. Off the boards, up the left wing. It does not get out. That was kept in by Batherson. Now to Cousins to the net. He scores. Dylan Cousins. Into the third period, and that Oiler lead is cut to 2-1.
Well, you got to win some puck battles, and that's one where Bouchard and Ekholm, I thought had time. I'm surprised the play that Bouchard made. Tried to hack it off the wall. Now, part of the problem is you're short-handed in that situation. And it's game on. To me, you got to find a way to get the puck out there. And it's a 3-on-3 battle, and Ottawa came away with the puck. It's not like the Oilers got outmanned because they were short-handed.
So Ottawa now 1 for 3 on the power play. That's 13 seconds in. 4th of the year for Cousins. He's got points in 5 straight, goals in 3 straight.
Steve Stales told us before the game he reported to camp in great shape.
And the Senators, who were coming on in the second half of that second period, score early here in the third. Puck brought in by Amadio. He'll shoot it. That one misses on the short side. Ekholm in behind the Edmonton net. Over to Nurse. He'll wait. He's got time, so holds on to it. Both teams have made some changes. 2-1 Oilers lead here early in the third. Long pass on the right off the stick of Savoy. Linus Olmark, the netminder, has to set the puck. Shabbat left corner, checked by Savoy. Gets dumped down, trying to get back up. Shabbat on him. Puck comes free. And up the left wing, Greg will get to center. He'll dump the puck in. Rides up on the glass. Perron along the right wing boards. Into the right wing corner to Greg. He'll get the pass through the middle, hit the stick of Frederick, goes to the line, and Shabbat unable to keep it in. 2-1 Oilers lead here in the third. Pass on the right for Greg. Comes into the Oiler end. It went off his stick. Goes over to the left side. Perron back to the blue line to Shabbat. To Perron left corner. Back to Shabbat. He'll wind up. He'll blast it. He scores. This game is tied at 2. Thomas Shabbat with that shot from the point. Lots of traffic.
Yeah, we talked about it, that the Oilers were in a dangerous spot heading to the... This is much like the game against Calgary, where Edmonton appeared to have the game. They got running around in their own zone. Kulak played the puck to a spot where Edmonton had no puck support. Are they challenging something here? I mean, the only thing I can think of is there was an offside before then.
Looks like a bit of a discussion at the Oiler bench.
Edmonton's calling a timeout.
Okay.
And they're trying to get a longer look at... There's nothing I saw that doesn't make me think...
Edmonton is called a 30-second timeout.
Okay, well, maybe it's just two
they're
quick
looking...
goals.
They're definitely, they're still contacting video coaches. Noah Siegel, Eric Lenz. I would not challenge if I was them.
Well, are they looking at Nick Cousins and Ridley Gregg? Well, that looks like a goal.
That's a goal.
Yeah. So Dylan Cousins from Drake Batherson, Thomas Shabbat from David Perron. Goals a minute 35 apart. And that Oiler lead is now evaporated. Or knotted up at 2. Shabbat up the left wing for Cousins. Dylan Cousins will dump the puck in. Emberson up the right wing. There was nowhere to go with it. Now on the left wing for Kulak. Top of the circle. Stolen by Stützle. To the left wing point to Jensen. And his shot is high and wide. Shabbat in from the left wing point. Shabbat cross ice to Stützle in front of the net. Cousins couldn't find the handle. Puck sent to the line by Roslovic, and he cleared it.
Holy cow, Edmonton. That line's got no juice going. Roslovic had some moments in the first couple games, but has really tailed off here.
Up the left wing, puck goes to Henry.
Right now, he looks like a guy who hasn't played in the preseason. Didn't have a training camp.
Clevin will shoot it into the Oilers zone. 2:45 gone in the third. Tied at 2 here at the Canadian Tire Center. Clevin trying to bank it out. Tomashik will keep it in for Edmonton. To Howard for Tomashik. Bounced it off the side of the net. Gets it back. Has it left wing into the slot and forced back. Howard to Tomashik. His shot and a save made by Ullmark on the left wing. Tomashik to the blue line. Ekholm to Bouchard. His shot and that's kicked out by Ullmark. Right wing point. Bouchard rolls it on the glass. It goes in behind the net. Clevin for the Senators. Left wing to Eller. High in the air and out. We're tied at 2 here in the third period. Ekholm. Left wing to Ike Howard. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Ottawa end to Nurse on the left wing. He's into the left wing corner. A centering pass. That was blocked. It went off of the skate of Zub. And up the right wing, Giroux to center ice. Giroux on the left to Pinto. Into the Edmonton end. Goes to the left wing corner to Sanderson. Pokes it free. Claude Giroux to the left wing point. But Pinto was not there, so it will come out. Pinto in the neutral zone through the middle. Off the corner boards, it'll go to Skinner. Pushed it in behind the net to Nurse. Around the boards, Perron's going to keep it in. Goes in behind the goal, and it's Walman for Edmonton. Right wing to Nurse. Nurse, left side to Podkolzin. Off his stick into Ottawa territory. Zoop to Sanderson. And get it out through the middle. Nick Cousins, left side to Perron. Now to Gregg, got it just to the corner. Kulak will go behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing and out and off of Jensen. A bouncing puck to Jensen to Shabbat. Shabbat behind his net up the left side to Gregg at center. Jams the puck to the Edmonton blue line. Kulak on the left wing off of Trent Frederick. It's in behind the Ottawa goal. Shabbat on the right to Nick Cousins. Cousins, nowhere to go with it. Just to give it to Jensen behind his net. Now through the middle to Cousins. Clears it out. Emberson over center. He'll wire it in. Puck on the right wing is Phillips on the forecheck. It goes to Mangiapane back to the blue line. Ekholm to Bouchard. Down the left wing, Matthias Ekholm. He'll spin. He'll backhand it. And that one blocked in front of the net. Put on goal and a save made by Ullmark. Got it. Hit his right pad. And the puck in the right wing corner. Stützle across ice through the middle. We'll get it out to Shabbat and over the Edmonton line for Stützle in the right wing corner. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third to Batherson, left wing side. To the blue line to Eller. A shot. Good save by Skinner through traffic to the left point. Shabbat waiting, shooting, and that's blocked. And it goes over to the right corner. Batherson has it for the Senators. Right wing to Eller to the right wing point. Matt and Paolo on the left wing. It goes to Shabbat. He'll dump it behind the goal. Bouchard on the right side to Roslovic, and he is able to clear it. And it'll go into the Ottawa end as Mangiapane got held up a bit. Clevin behind his net, up the left wing, out to center, and Eller will bring it into the Oiler end on the right wing. A shot by Zetterlund on the right side goes wide. Lixell, the right wing to the right wing point to Zub, has to go into the corner. Left wing to Lixell. 6.5 gone here in the third. Tied at 2. Oilers taking on the Senators. Oh, puck sent to the blue line. It will come out. Zub will shoot it in. And Nurse, a bit of room up the left wing. Takes a hit from Gregg, and the Oilers are offside at the Ottawa blue line. Well, we can take a break. 6 minutes, 48 seconds gone here in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Senators from the Canadian Tire Center here in Canada. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates, always. Gimmicks, never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Emcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Canadian Tire Center. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2. Oilers and Senators. 6:48 gone here in the third.
It's another performance that is not going to inspire. But it's a 2-2 game. You got to find a way to get the next one if you're Edmonton.
Puck in the neutral zone. Up against the boards on the left wing. Tomashik able to just get it in. Clevin out with it. Left side. Stützle to the right wing. Matt and Powell will dump it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Stützle fans on a pass. Gets the puck back on the right. He was looking to get it to the point. That's broken up. And Tomashik to the Ottawa zone. Matt and Paolo took him to the boards. Puck to the left wing point. Kulak on the boards. He's able to dump the puck in. It'll go in behind the goal. Waiting in behind his net is Clevin on the left wing. Puck on the left side to center ice. And Ekholm. Left wing to McDavid. Now to Podkolzin over the line towards the net. And it rolls to Ullmark. He'll scoop it up with the glove and hold on. 7:50 gone in the third, and the game tied at 2. Face-off will be in the Ottawa end to the right of Linus Ullmark. As McDavid, Draisaitl, Podkolzin out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Taking the draw for the Senators. It's to the left wing point. Bouchard to the middle of the ice, over to the right. He'll take a shot, and that goes wide. May have gone off a stick. And to the line it goes. Draisaitl keeps it in. Right wing, Podkolzin turns to the right wing boards to Draisaitl on the point. Across, Bouchard, one-timer and a glove save by Ullmark sliding across. Evan Bouchard whistled it on net. Ullmark with a sharp save.
Well, he doesn't pick that puck up if the Oilers have any net front at all. But they didn't have one there. How opportunistic of a time would it be? Opportune of a time would it be for Alec Matt Savoy to get in on the play here? Howard has scored. They could use one from Savoy.
Face-off to the right of Ullmark. Frederick in the face-off circle is Giroux. They dropped the puck, but Giroux wasn't ready. Do that again. All right. Goes behind the Ottawa goal. Shabbat rims hard on the left. Goes past Eller, but it hit an Oilers stick, so no icing, and the puck inside the Edmonton zone. It's up against the boards. Lexell was after it, but it will go in behind the Edmonton net. On the left wing, Nurse will get it out off of Savoy. And the puck goes to the middle of the ice. Shabbat is zone blue line to Eller. Thomas Shabbat Shabbat, who has tied this game here in the third. He'll shoot it in off the end glass. Zetterlund in the left wing corner with Jake Walman right on him. Noah Philp looking for a loose puck. Nurse gets in there as well. The puck does go to Philp on the right wing to Frederick. He'll get to center ice. Cross on the backhand to Nurse. In over the line. His shot towards the net into the glove of Ullmark. You get the whistle with 10:58 to go into third, and the game tied at 2.
So Philp was able to chisel the puck out of there and get it going up the ice. And the Oilers had a slow developing 3-on-2. And Nurse needed to give the puck back to the middle again. Not enough. Too much outside. Need more plays through the middle of the ice, through the heart of the ice here.
Face off to the right of Ullmark as Nugent Hopkins, Roslovic, Mangiapane get out there with Kulak and Emberson. Pinto taking the draw for Ottawa. Nugent Hopkins wins the draw. Kulak on the left point to the middle. The shot by Mangiapane, high and wide. Nick Cousins is able to clear it out for the Senators. Emberson across to Kulak. Shovel it in on the backhand. It's in behind the net. Shabbat, right corner to Clevin. They'll go behind the goal. On the right wing to Nick Cousins. In over the line to Greg, right wing corner. Perron goes behind the net. Perron trying to stay with it to the left wing for Cousins. Put it over to the right wing for Greg. He'll lose it along the boards. Roslovic's going to get it out for the Oilers. We'll get the puck in over the line to Nugent Hopkins. Down the left wing. His pass across. Broken up before it could get to Mangiapane. That starts a rush the other way. Nick Cousins through the middle. Over the Oiler line. Right wing Perron. Shot. Launches off the stick of Ekholm. And it goes up and out of play. With 9:59 to go here in the third. Oilers and Senators tied at 2. We'll take a break from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Are you waiting for surgery? Are you suffering from arthritis and need a knee replacement or have an injury to your knee, shoulder, hand, back, or ankle? Canby Surgery can help. Go where the pros go. Canby Surgery Center, Vancouver, BC. Fly in and fly out. Experts in orthopedic and sports injuries and their surgeons are chosen by elite and professional athletes. Visit CambySurgery.com. CAMBIE Surgery.com. You don't need to be a pro to be treated like one.
Ford of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers are bringing back Ford Drills and Skills. Tell us how your child's minor hockey team gives back to the community, and they could win a once-in-a-lifetime chance to train like the pros at Rogers Place. Plus, register by October 31st for a chance to win tickets to the Oilers Skills Competition. Don't miss out. Register your child's team today at FordDrillsandSkills.ca. Open to minor hockey teams in Edmonton and area. Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Canadian Tire Center. Oilers taking on the Senators, tied at 2, 9:59 to go in the third. Connor McDavid and Isaac Howard scoring for Edmonton. Dylan Cousins and Thomas Shabbat replying for Ottawa. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Adam Henrique, game number 1,000 of his NHL career, wins the draw. The puck behind the goal. Ekholm up to Nugent Hopkins.
Nugent got a high stick. They missed it.
To Ekholm, he'll dump it in. Rim on the right, into the corner for Henrique. To Nugent Hopkins, goes in behind the net. Out the left side, his pass in front. That goes off his Stützle. It's in behind the net. Savoy to the left wing point. Ekholm to Bouchard. To Ekholm. A blast. A loose puck. Oh, Savoy just had to go off his stick as Ullmark was down and out. And the puck on the right wing point. On the right side, Nugent Hopkins in front of the net. The save, rebound. Oh, and a save by Ullmark off of Savoy. And Batherson will get it to the line and out. The Oilers come so close to taking the lead. Savoy on the left wing into the Ottawa zone. He's top of the circle now up near the blue line, has to bring it out.
At some point here, Matt Savoy's going to have to get off the schneid.
He's come so close. Waiting for his first NHL goal. Ike Howard got his first NHL marker tonight. Walman on the right wing. We're tied at 2. 8:45 to go in the third. Walman, not a hard shot. Put it on net.
They better get back here. He thought it was going to be a hook. They didn't call it. They put the whistles away here.
Giroux, left wing to Pinto into the Oilers zone. Back to Sanderson. His stick lifted. Zub with a shot. And a blocker save made by Skinner. Pinto to the right wing point. Zub will blast it. Looking for the ricochet from behind the net. Didn't come in front. Walman on the right wing to McDavid. To the middle of the ice off of Podkolzin. The puck at the blue line of the Senators. And dumped in. Sanderson on the left wing to Pinto. And he'll fire it in on the back end. It's behind the Edmonton net and up the left wing. Kulak across to Emberson on the right wing. Off is Savoy and in. 8 minutes to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers taking on Ottawa. Last game of the road trip for Edmonton. As Perron will get it to the line and out. Emberson retreats behind his net. Right wing to Matt Savoy. Out through the middle. He was looking for Frederick, and it'll be an icing call against the Oilers. Savoy coming oh so close. Linus Ullmark, some big saves here in the third. Face-off will be in the Edmonton end. To the right of Stuart Skinner.
I mean, that's a point-blank look. Got 2 cracks at him, too. Big draw here for Phil.
Eller kicked out of the face-off circle. Nope. Still in there. And Phil on the right wing. Squeezed it behind the net to Emberson. Emberson waits behind the Edmonton goal. Zetterlund just beyond the crease for the Senators. Oilers make a couple of changes. And Emberson, a little hard bank pass out to center. That went off of Henrique's stick. Zetterlund will shoot it back in. Emberson off the glass over Isaac Howard and out. Jensen at his own blue line to Shabbat. To Jensen. Left wing. Got it to Eller. Cross ice pass. Hits a stick. Goes to the right wing corner. Henrique around the boards on the left wing. Pitching down is Jensen from the blue line, and he kept it in. Howard had nowhere to go with it. Nurse has it on the left wing, and he will get it out to center. Ike Howard through the middle. And it goes to the blue line of the Senators, and Zetterlund right out with it. Nurse at center ice. Steps up over center. Plays it in off the glass. That'll rim on the right, just past Nick Cousins. Howard trying to go across. That's broken up, and it's Pinto in over the line with Giroux. The pass to Giroux, and there was Bouchard, and he'll get it up the right wing to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid over the Ottawa line, right side to Draisaitl. He'll get it back into the slot. Podkolzin was tied up, and it is cleared out by Cousins. 6:09 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Senators.
Great read by Bouchard there.
Podkolzin at center ice. Flips it to the right wing corner. Sanderson turning into up the left wing boards. Ran out of real estate. It goes to the line. Bouchard on the right to McDavid. A wrist shot. Lots of traffic, and it doesn't get through. Amadio will come up the left wing into the Oiler end. Bouchard takes him to the boards. Stripped of the puck by McDavid. He'll clear it out. Shabbat on the right wing to Greg. Greg's trying to drive towards the net. He does, and he put it right through the crease. Cleared out by Emberson. Will not be icing as Jensen goes back for it. Over to Shabbat through the middle. Gave it away. And Nugent Hopkins just had it poked away from him. Nugent-Hopkins with it at his own blue line. On the left wing, it hits a stick. Goes up into the air, Mangiapane. Play it down to Kulak. Has it in the neutral zone through the middle to Nugent-Hopkins. To the right wing corner boards. Mangiapane after it. 5 minutes to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Senators. It's in behind the Ottawa net. Goes to the right wing corner. Behind the goal to Mangiapane. Over to the right wing and one-handed up the right wing side to Batherson by Stützle, and he'll dump it in. It's inside the Oilers zone. The left wing, Nugent-Hopkins to Roslovic. He'll get to center ice. He's got Savoy with him. Down the left wing, stops, turns. He'll get a pass through the middle. Goes to Philp, has to go to the right wing. Philp up to the blue line. Philp going to cycle it. Dylan Cousins steps in front of it. And he'll get to center ice and softly dump it in.
Problem was Roslovic was out of gas at the end of his shift and couldn't really support the play.
4:08 to go here in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Senators. Pass picked off at center. Blixel in on the middle. They'll get the puck through the middle. It goes to Eller. Eller tried to play it low. Walman broke it up through the middle to Nurse. He's got Frederick with him. To Frederick on the right wing. Into the Ottawa zone. Stops on the right wing boards. Taken to the boards by Clevin. Draisaitl and McDavid looking for a loose puck. And it goes to Draisaitl, right wing corner to McDavid. Off his stick. It's in behind the Ottawa net. Up the right wing. Zub will get it out. Bouchard wheels in behind his goal. Stops in behind it. Leaves the puck to Draisaitl. She gathers speed through center. Now in over the Ottawa line. Left wing to McDavid. A shot and a save made by Ullmark. He's going to hold on to it with 3:18 to go in the third. The Oilers and the Senators are tied at 2. We're going to take a break from the Canadian Tire Center in Canada. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
3:18 to go in the third. Oilers and Senators tied at 2. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Canadian Tire Center. Face off the Ottawa zone to the right of Ullmark. Draisaitl taking the draw against Giroux. Puck on the left wing. And Amadio cross to Zub up the right to Giroux off his stick and in. Puck into the corner. Ekholm in behind the net to McDavid. He will wheel right out the middle. Gets to center. Now in over the Ottawa line. Left wing Podkolzin and a shot. That was blocked. Was stick snaps in half. And Amadio gets to center, and that's it. Lost it to Draisaitl. Give it to Ekholm in his own end.
But Colson's had a very difficult game tonight.
At his own blue line is Nurse.
You at least got to navigate a point here.
Left wing, they missed Roslovic with it. That's icing against Edmonton with 2:32 to go in the third, and the game tied at 2.
Got to get a point out of this game.
Oilers are up 1-0 after the first on a goal by Connor McDavid. 2-0 after 2. Ike Howard gets his first in the NHL. Dylan Cousins and Thomas Chabot have scored in the third period.
Completely discombobulated right now. 4-on-3 rush. They drop it off to put Coles in, and he leans on a stick and it explodes. It's just guys pressing too much. Now you got to get out of the force overtime here at minimum.
It's at center. And in on the right wing is Stützle. To the left wing corner to Dylan Cousins. Tied up by Jake Walman. Puck comes loose to the slot. Mangiapane there for Edmonton. For Roslovic. Into the Ottawa zone. Long shot gloved by Ullmark. Going to be a face-off in the Ottawa end with 2:07 to go here in the third period.
I don't mind that. Force to draw. And they were good in the circle. They won 60+% of the draws in this game. 59% of the draws, but
will get Philp, Frederick, and Savoy on the ice with Nurse and Walman. Matt Savoy with a couple of great opportunities in this third period. Chabot on the left wing, up in the air and out. Bounces at the Edmonton blue line. Nurse will go in behind the net.
So Philp's got to run interference there, and he didn't.
Right wing to Frederick, he got it out.
Do little things.
Flipped through the middle. It was going to be a high stick if it was touched by Ottawa. It wasn't. So it's Savoy to Nurse behind his goal. Left wing to Ekholm. Ekholm will take his time. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Edmonton's making a change. They get McDavid, Draisaitl, and Henrique out there. And it's Draisaitl with the puck on the right wing of his own end. He was looking for McDavid, missed him with the pass. Sanderson takes it in behind his net. Sanderson up the right wing boards for the Senators. Ekholm would pinch down. Oilers could only keep it in for a moment. It comes out, and Bouchard has to get to it before Amadio, and he will. And it's at the Edmonton blue line, and Amadio here last minute in the third will dump it in behind the net. We're tied at 2. Right wing, Bouchard to McDavid for Draisaitl, to McDavid to Henrique. Dumps it in. It did. It went to the right wing corner. 45 seconds to go in the third period. Out to center ice is Batherson for the Senators. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. Goes to the left wing corner. Pinned by Kulak. Loose puck to Stützle. He could not get a pass through to the middle, and McDavid broken up, got to center ice, shoots it in. Oilers making a quick change. Jensen up to center ice. Plays it in on the backhand, the puck in the right corner. Kulak up the boards, off of Mangiapane. They'll be icing against the Oilers.
What are you doing? Like, you have to compete. Okay, and the Oilers have got some guys that want to play in key roles, and they keep losing puck battles along the wall. There's 13 and a half seconds left in this game. You've got to find a way to negotiate contact on that puck and get a chip or something into the neutral ice zone. Ottawa's going to call a timeout here. They're going to set something up.
A big face-off in the Oilers zone. Senators with a couple of goals here in the third to tie this up. Oilers were up 2-0 through 40, but Ottawa was playing well in the second half of the second period. The score on the power play, 13 seconds into the period, and then at 1:49 at the third, tie it.
Mangiapane is the reason they got the power play late in the second period that led to the power play goal, because he didn't win a puck battle. And here's a situation: the puck came up to him along the wall. He's got to get a piece of it just to chip it into a neutral ice area. Now you're playing against the best face-off team in the league, and Nugent Hopkins is not your best face-off guy, and he's on the ice here. Ryan's at 40.5%. He's going up against the 60%er in the draw. When teams are playing the way the Oilers are playing, these are situations where oppositions get goals off these draws. And Giroux's a 64% face-off man. You got to get a tie-up if you're RNH.
1 8. 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8 tried to drop it once. All right. Sticks down. Nugent-Hopkins wins it. The puck in the left wing corner. Kulak to the right side for Roslovic. That almost got away from him. Back to Kulak. Up the left wing to Nurse. 3 seconds left. Nurse can dump it in. And this game will need some extra time. The Senators battle back in the third to get the game tied up at 2. When we come back, we're going to have that OT for you. Tied at 2 through 60. It's Four Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmontonians, do you bleed orange and blue? Delve into the heart of everything Oilers with Oilers Now. Only on 880 CHED. Tune in weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Bob Stauffer delivers the inside scoop with exclusive interviews, expert analysis, phenomenal guests, and a few surprises. Don't miss a second of the conversation. Discover the heartbeat of your Oilers on 880 CHED, the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canadian Tire Center, Canada, Ontario, the Edmonton Oilers, the Ottawa Senators tied at 2. We're heading to OT. We need a little bit extra. Oilers were up 2-0 after 40. First period goal by Connor McDavid. Ike Howard scored in the second, his first in the NHL. Dylan Cousins and Thomas Chabot, they replied for Ottawa early in the third. And that has got us to OT. Edmonton outshot Ottawa 9-3 in that third period, but Ottawa outscoring Edmonton 2-0.
All right, so we saw against Vancouver the last preseason game what happened when you lose the opening draw. Edmonton never got puck possession. Pinto's over 60%, Draisaitl at 56%. Oilers got to find a way to gain the puck here.
Oilers 0-0 in 3-on-3 overtime, 0-1 in a shootout. Ottawa 0-0 in the overtime, 1-0 in a shootout. The Oilers get the first possession, and Bouchard leaves it behind the net to McDavid. He'll come flying up the right wing. McDavid into the Ottawa end, turns to the right wing boards. To Draisaitl, right side. Goes across to the left. He'll get it to Bouchard, and there's a hooking penalty coming up as Stützle got in there with the stick. Bouchard was trying to go to the net, and Edmonton, 25 seconds into OT, they're going on the power play.
And you get that because you win the draw. They won the opening face-off. Stützle doesn't like the call. Now, here's what's going to happen on the 4-on-3. The guy that's going to have the time and space to make the play is Bouchard. Okay? They're going to try. Can't take away the point shot on a 4-on-3, right? They're going to hard, right? They're going to try to take the slam dunk down low and the low 2-on-1. So Bouchard's going to be the guy that's going to have a chance. He cannot be afraid to shoot the puck.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Great opportunity for Edmonton. We're in overtime. We're just 25 seconds in, and the Oilers have the man advantage. Nugent-Hopkins gets the puck in the left wing corner. Tied up, Sanderson can clear it for Ottawa. Bouchard to McDavid on the right to Draisaitl to McDavid, comes into the Ottawa zone. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line for Bouchard. Walks to the middle. Left wing, McDavid to the left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. To the right. He'll step out. He'll give it to Draisaitl across. Oh, he's looking for Bouchard. It was picked out of the air. And Pinto's down the right wing. And he'll dump the puck into the Edmonton zone. Sanderson will get to it first, though. Trying to kill some time in that Edmonton end. Hit by McDavid. McDavid gets it with 1:10 to go in this Edmonton power play as we're in overtime. McDavid over the Ottawa blue line on the left wing to Bouchard on the blue line in the middle. Right side to Draisaitl to Bouchard.
Two pass up.
Left wing to McDavid in front of the net. That goes off his skate. It's in behind the goal. to the left corner. Chabot up the middle. Maybe a 2-on-1 shorthanded to Giroux down the left wing with Jensen. Giroux waits, holds up, gets it to the middle. Chabot to Giroux, gave it away. And a pass down the right wing. It's too far for McDavid. It won't be icing. Allmark out to play it. And the puck to the left wing side. Chabot went to shoot it out. He didn't get it out. McDavid down the left wing inside. He'll go back to Bouchard. Now to McDavid on the left wing. 3 minutes to go in overtime. McDavid, right wing to Draisaitl. To McDavid in the middle. Right side to Draisaitl. Across to Bouchard. Doesn't shoot it. Gives it to McDavid. Over to Bouchard. The one-timer. That's kicked out by Allmark. Draisaitl recovers it on the right wing to the middle. Over to Bouchard. One-timer. And the rising shot hit Allmark in the mask and knocked it right off his head. And we get the whistle. 5 seconds to go in the penalty to Stützle. And the crowd appreciative of the effort of Linus Allmark between the pipes for the Senators.
Now the Oilers need to realize here that in 5 seconds from now, this power play is over. So Ekholm and Walman are out there. They need to... I would have some. Why Mangiapane's taking the face-off here? He's a winger. Savoy's played a little bit of center. I guess it's a left side draw.
2:40 to go in OT.
Well, now it's going to be Savoy. Yeah.
Savoy against Pinto. Savoy wins it. Walman scores! Jake Walman, welcome back! The Oilers win it 3-2 in overtime.
Savoy, clean face-off win. He's played center in his career before. And he won the draw. That helped them win the game.
It'll be a power play goal. There was just 1 second left to go in the penalty to Stützle. And the Edmonton Oilers will win this game 3-2 as Jake Walman, a laser beam past Linus Allmark. What a blast.
But it starts with a clean face-off win by Savoy and ripped home by Walman. And the Oilers got a goal tonight from Isaac Howard, and they got a power play assist off an ozone face-off win by Matt Savoy, and Walman gulped one home high to the glove side.
A great shot. First game of the season for Jake Walman. And the Edmonton Oilers win it 3-2 in overtime. They end the 3-game losing skid. Even up their record at 3-3-1. It was Adam Henrique's 1,000th game in the NHL.
3 shots in overtime for the Oilers, obviously none for Ottawa. And Oilers go 2 for 3 on the power play in the game.
And Edmonton wins this one 3-2. And we have Matt Savoy downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Matt, take us through that game-winning goal from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a grindy game there in the third there, but glad we got the win. Big goal by Wally coming back and giving us a lot of life tonight.
All right, so you played a lot of center growing up, and I said to Cam, and he'll verify this, I said I would have Savoy taking the draw instead of Mangiapane. How much, if you can educate us a bit, because I know you mostly played the wing last year in Bakersfield, but how much center have you taken, and how comfortable are you taking draws?
Yeah, I played a lot of center, obviously, growing up in minor hockey and stuff, but yeah, took a lot of draws last year in Bakersfield and feel comfortable in the dots, so yeah, feel good in there.
What does it mean for the team to get a win like this to end off the road trip? You guys have lost 3 in a row. You want to turn things around. How much is this going to help?
Yeah, it was a really big one tonight. Obviously, we wanted to get off the skid there and put 2 points up. And yeah, big goal by Wally, and it'll be it's nice to win one here.
Great stuff. Thanks, Matt. See you on the plane.
Matt. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, there you go. Matt Savoy downstairs. Yeah, wins the draw. Gets it to Jake Walman, and he just crushed it.
Wow, he did, and he made a difference on the back end. We saw that. Oilers look like a different team. They got to be better. They got to be better than they were tonight against Montreal. Now, that said, after the 2 quick goals tonight from the Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators had 3 shots on goal in the third period. They had 2. Bing, bang. They scored 2 quick ones there. The Oilers outshot Ottawa 9-1 in the final 17 minutes of that period, and then 3-0 in overtime. So Edmonton got a little bit better as the game wore on. By winning the face-off in overtime, that led to the penalty that was drawn to get them on the power play. And then they win the face-off with 3 seconds left. Savoy, couple 21-year-olds contributed tonight. Howard with a rip job on a setup from Draisaitl. Good win, and now you get Montreal. And right now, Montreal's a good team. And you better be, they're a deep team. They made the off-season deal to get Dobson. Kirby Doc, now the one thing the Oilers have is they're going to get a chance to see Montreal because they're in Calgary tomorrow.
That's right.
So you and me will be able to watch that game. Maybe we'll have to go to an establishment to do that. Yep.
We could, yeah. That only makes sense.
That would make sense. Yeah. But the bottom line here is you found a way to get a win. It's far from a perfect road trip. 2 wins, 3 losses. But maybe it starts something as you're trying to find your game here.
3-2 the final. Oilers over the Ottawa Senators. Connor McDavid got his first of the year. Ike Howard scores his first in the NHL. Oilers had a 2-0 lead after 2. 2 quick goals by Ottawa early in the third. Dylan Cousins and then Thomas Chabot. And then in overtime, the Oilers were on the power play. It looks like the power play was about to expire, but they score right at the end of it. Jake Walman, his first game this season, injured in the preseason, finally plays. He scores. Absolute hammered job as he walked into it. Savoy and Ekholm pick up the assist at 2:24 of the overtime. Edmonton goes 2 for 3 with a man advantage in this game, and they win it by a score of 3-2 in OT. Edmonton now 3-1 on the season. Ottawa drops to 2-4-1. Oilers get the win. Last game of the road trip. A Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Savoy against Pinto. Savoy wins it. Walman scores! Jake Walman, welcome back! The Oilers win it 3-2 in overtime.
Well, a big part of that was Matt Savoy winning the draw, and the Edmonton Oilers win the game. It wasn't perfect. They blew a 2-0 lead, but they ultimately found a way to get the win. From the Canadian Tire Center, this is the Rogers Postgame Show from the Legacy Heating and Broadcast booth, Legacy Heating and Cooling Broadcast booth on the Oilers Radio Network.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And I'm Zach Hyman.
And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes,
or having my goals disallowed,
we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You know, guys used to call me a plumber.
And now they call you an HVAC technician.
Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling. It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
We're in the Rogers Postgame Show. Rogers, this is our game from the Legacy Heating and Cooling Broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, no payments and no interest for 1 year. No Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. But we bring aboard or inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Your assessment in tonight's game.
Well, there's a bunch of things. I don't think the Oilers still are anywhere close to where they're capable of playing. I think that through 40 minutes, the Ottawa Senators had way too many grade A scoring chances. Then game management was not great for the Oilers tonight with some of the plays that were made. Evan Bouchard pinching, giving up a 2-on-1, not getting the puck out on a penalty kill. But you like the resiliency, though, after that. Once the game was tied, the Oilers did did start to push. And what I love about this game is the Oilers star players were still good, but not great, but other players stepped up. A huge face-off by Savoy. Wins a face-off, Walman scores. Howard coming out of the penalty box, he scores. And if you're going to be a good hockey club, you're going to have to find depth players to come up in big moments, and I think the Oilers' depth players did. And tonight, and it's funny, Bob, I said to Brendan when this happened, you need a little puck luck as well. The Oilers got huge puck luck. I believe it was Shabbat was about to ice the puck on the end of the 4-on-3 power play. Ullmark's helmet comes off. So instead of icing the puck and man coming out and it's a 4-on-4 until there's a whistle, because his helmet came off, the ref had to blow the whistle. That's why the face-off was in that zone with a short power play. So the Oilers got some puck luck because that penalty, the Senators had done an incredible job killing that penalty, and it was going to be killed off because the puck was iced. But because the helmet came off, you blow the whistle, and then Savoy, Ekholm, and Walman, they do their part and score a big goal to get them that extra point.
All right, you said it. They're going to need to be a lot better. They have Montreal Thursday.
Yeah, Ottawa's not a good hockey club right now. And the Oilers, I thought, were not strong through the first 40 minutes. And then actually through the first 42 minutes of this hockey game. And that's against an Ottawa team that really looked like it had no pushback as well. Montreal's better. The Oilers need to be better. There were signs of players breaking out. Howard, that's a confidence builder. Savoy, that's a confidence builder. Power play, huge confidence builder for the power play. But these are things that need to continue to get better. And what you also saw too is another excellent game by Stuart Skinner. So that is another big thing going forward for the Oilers.
Excellent point by you, Rob. We'll talk on Thursday night, Montreal in town.
Sounds good, Bob.
Smart Play of the Night brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with the all-natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. And we will give it to Isaac Howard for creating a little bit of space in the one-timer setup from Leon Draisaitl. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Holyrood Dry Cleaners in Edmonton has been family-owned for over 15 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery as well as corporate discounts. Trust Holyrood Dry Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Let them show you the best in town. Visit them at 9024 75th Street. Holyrood Dry Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll never look at your stuff quite the same way again. Citadel Theater invites you to unpack big stuff now till November 9th. Celebrated comedy duo Matt Baram and Naomi Snakus bring their distinct brand of improvisational storytelling to this funny and heartfelt memoir of grief and the sentimental power of objects. With quick wit and sharp chemistry, Naomi and Matt turn life's big questions into big laughs. Grab your tickets for Big Stuff at Citadel Box Office or CitadelTheater.com.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Postgame Show, Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard presented by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Cam Moon is going to look up the Edmonton Oil Kings score for me on the fly here. They are at home tonight against the Spokane Chiefs. NHL, New Jersey, they got a good team. They hammered the Leafs 5-2 in Toronto tonight. Islanders a 4-3 victory over the San Jose Sharks, who are still winless. Vancouver tonight, they'd won 3 straight games. They suffered some injuries in their victory in Washington. Tonight they lost 5-1 in Pittsburgh. Washington, meanwhile, beat Seattle 4-1. Colorado and Utah later tonight. They're going to the third period. Columbus is up 2-1 over Dallas. Florida and Boston are tied at 2. That is in the third period. Florida's dropped 4 straight games. They led that game 2-0. LA leads St. Louis 1-0 after 2. Anaheim's doubling up Nashville 4-2 after 2. And there you have it. And no score tonight. Spokane in Edmonton after the first period. Here at the Canadian Tire Centre, Jake Walman, the GWG and OT after a Matt Savoy face-off win, and the Oilers beat the Ottawa Senators 3-2. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Empor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. The third start of night, Dylan Cousins with his fourth goal of the year. Second start of night, his first NHL goal, Isaac Howard. First start of night, Jake Walman with the GWG and OT. The Oilers are now 3-3-1 on the season. They return to action coming up on Thursday. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam Luna called tonight's game along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannam, studio producers Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, and Eamon Hashem, and our two engineers here in Ottawa, Hunter Miller and Matt Connies-Vitas. Bob Stauffer saying so long, everybody, from Canadian Tire Centre. The Oilers beat the Sens 3-2 in OT. See you Thursday when the Habs come to town.
Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age. And Rogers, this is our game.
To the net, backhander score!
This live play-by-play broadcast is intended for the private entertainment of our audience. Any
Big hit on Nurse by Nick Cousins. Inside, a quick chance and a save made on Perron, and then Cousins got a shot away that Skinner was able to squeeze. McDavid keeps it on his stick, dishes down low. Here's a backhander tossed softly wide by Nugent Hopkins. He'll get it back and look for McDavid, a one-timer, and there's the first goal of the season for the Edmonton captain. Power play goal, and Edmonton grabs a 1-0 lead.
Already in this early season for Ottawa, but this is a power play that we're kind of used to seeing. Quick chance early on by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. It's a recovery, though. Good pinch by Bouchard down the wall, supported by Draisaitl, and then a beautiful backhand pass from Nugent-Hopkins, who takes the ice behind the net, gives the support into the corner. He quickly gets there. Once he gets it, stopped by McDavid, gets to the spot, don't overpass, shoots it. His first goal of the season had the nice one.
Off to Tim Stützle. You know some of those roads, Lou. Few of them. Off the right-hand side, we've got a potential breakaway. Leon Draisaitl a drive, and that was fought off by Linus Ullmark. Draisaitl perhaps mindful of that hop the puck took on Sunday in Detroit, elected to shoot off the rush, and now another turnover. Draisaitl again to the net. One-timer score! Absolutely buried by Isaac Howard, and that's the first of his National Hockey League career. 2-0 Edmonton.
He's been grinding away, trying to find his looks. The fans here thought that should have been a penalty on Greg on McDavid coming back. But it was Draisaitl that gets this puck on the backtrack by McDavid. The strip leaves it for Draisaitl, and then the perfect pass for Howard. He gets himself between the half marks, waiting for this pass. a decade ago. Continues to roll along as he approaches 1,200 games. Now 4 young children in the Ottawa area. Here's Cousins to the net. 2-1-0. Tremendous save. Skinner, and he followed it up. What an opportunity. 2-0 down low. Greg to Perron, but no. Bouchard helping out as well. With a power play and an opportunity to cut their deficit in half. Jack Louis Jean with you from our nation's capital on just a gorgeous afternoon. Here's Dylan Cousins shooting and scoring. And the Sens right back in the game. Cousins with his fourth coming just 13 seconds into the period. Gets into the mix here with Stutzla. Now this puck is on the wall. It's bouncing around. Watch Batherson right here, fishes it out. Gets good body positioning in the middle. And then Cousins just comes in, takes it from him, and buries it. Picks his spot far side. Scored last game from the other side of the net. Kulak sprints over, but then gave it right back to the Sens. Perron up top for Chabot. David Perron, Thomas Chabot, a drive. If you watch this play, it's Greg with a hard check on Kulak, but he gets the inside positioning. Both him and Cousins, look at this. They're standing right in front of your goaltender. I mean, how is he supposed to see that shot from the blue line? You can't let guys stand right in front of your goaltender and screen them. I mean, they are on the edge of the blue paint. And I'll say this, for Stuart Skinner, get a little aggressive. Get out, separate him, bump into him, find your space. A little deep in the blue paint, allowing guys to stand right. And he failed to elevate. Just couldn't quite get it cleanly on his stick. Here's Nugent Hopkins centering off the pads, and Savoy again in the vicinity, and it was Allmark stretching out. Elevate up over top of Allmark in the gaping net, and then a nice job. It was Howard, kind of throws. Giroux hung. Ultimately, the Sens didn't get a shot on that. Off the draw, Walman scores! Jake Walman in his season debut blisters home the winner. Final score, Edmonton 3, Ottawa 2 in overtime. Well, here it is. We talked about face-offs, and Edmonton came up with some big ones. Savoy was in there, the little tap back by Ekholm. And Jake Walman wastes little time here. He does not hesitate. Sets it. It's up on edge. The dreaded knuckle puck. When that puck's up on edge like that, he swings right through it. The celebration afterwards for Walman. Back in the lineup for the first game this season. And what a goal for him to win this one in overtime.